going, everyone?
Just keep talking. Yeah.
Let's go do it.
Yeah.
We're
I
all
think
here.
we should do anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this is
Hey,
this is the
guys.
entire
Hey, you
stream
guys gone?
now.
Okay.
Yeah,
How's it going? We're all
Oh
just
my god.
really close to talking over each other.
Are we ready for
I
this?
hate
Yeah.
this so much.
Sorry, but I think everyone's going to
Have
leave
Roger
now.
actually gone live?
Yeah, we
Oh,
actually-
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What's that? Our viewers are dropping.
This has been
Okay,
everything for like the last 10 seconds now, so
They were not ready.
you know.
I wasn't
No-
ready.
no one was
In
prepared
fact,
for this.
I'll be going.
Hey
Thank you.
everyone,
Bye.
welcome back to Natural 30s. I hope you've had a great week past, and now you're with
Oh
us
no,
now.
Roju, what's that behind you?
It's a rock. It's going to hit me in the back of the head, but it's fine. I've done what I came here to do.
No, I didn't. Let me hear the thing.
Oh, I think I
Oh
heard something.
no, he got shot. How
Oh
unfortunate.
no! Oh no!
No.
Oh no.
I regret
Well,
nothing.
it is time to, dismantle the body so we can hide it.
Which is
I'll get my
coincidentally what we're doing tonight.
Why? Oh my gosh, this sound effects are so...
I don't know why you have a chainsaw, but I'm here for it, and I'm here to help.
Mm.
Good. Good.
Could we make like a 40k chainsword in D&D? Do you reckon?
Tinker.
you could try.
on
I
the
think
case.
Tinker could.
Yep, Tinker's on the case.
Fantastic.
But you
We're just gonna
know
turn
what
Forrest into a
happens
space
before
marine?
Tinker gets to do that.
Choo. We are on a level 2 hot train.
Woo!
Welcome in, everyone.
Thank you, everyone, for
Solid
being
rhyme
here,
there, Obi.
for choosing to spend your hard-earned cash on us.
Do that.
Speaking of cash, you should all go over to YouTube, give us subscribers, so we can get monetized, so we can get demonetized. Remember, that's the goal.
That's
Can't
the
get
goal.
monetized if we're not monetized.
The more you spend on us, the more we make this all better for you.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Oh,
Nice.
Because we don't go, let's give ourselves money. We go, nah, we got to push it back on what we're presenting to you guys. Just keep that in factor. We're not paying ourselves here.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I just work here.
I just work here for free.
For free!
Yeah.
You're a volunteer.
I'm the intern.
Oh my god. Oh, wait. If you're the intern, does that make me detective?
That was
I'm
that
leaving. Thank you
tonight,
so
guys.
much for coming tonight. We've had a great stream. We will see you next week.
Huge
where
shout
we
out
might actually.
to Fishy for that.
Oh yeah.
You wonder what happened with the scrap one? Well, you're not finding out tonight.
No, we all wonder.
No, that
really.
was last week, actually.
Yeah. So go to our YouTube and you can catch up. Oh my god. Okay, someone
What
please
is there?
introduce
I
themselves.
will.
What is there?
What is that?
And,
Yeah.
I gave it a cool title.
Yeah.
It's no longer called the Yunk Yacht.
No,
I wish
not
it was,
the Young
though.
Young. No.
I wish it
No, I named it A Show of Determination.
Ooh.
That's really cool.
Mm,
The
Yeah.
battle barge.
Oh,
I like that too.
Okay, you're changing the name. No.
I like it. I like it.
Next time.
Next time.
Next time
But-
on Dramonia.
Next,
Oh,
Wow.
that's,
There is no next time on Dramonia.
There is-
That's
It's
right.
done.
No.
it's been almost exactly a year since
Mhm.
Dramonia ended.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know why I know that? Because I actually put a calendar date as an alert, and it told me today, and that's
Oh,
why I wanted to bring it up.
Yeah, wild. Wow.
That's
Also,
pretty
thank
cool.
everyone for that hype train once again. Choo. But hey, something else to chew on. Food for thought is going to be all of our names as we do quick introductions before we jump into this because
Solid segue.
we want to play some D&D, and I want to suffer the consequences of their actions before I make them suffer the consequences of their own actions.
Mm.
I
just
am
pain of suffering.
Josie
That's
Poser.
great.
Mm.
The sufferer. And today, I will be the sufferer, as in they will be the sufferees.
Yes. Yeah.
Does that make
Okay.
you a referee?
Oh, I'm the referee.
The referee.
The
Got it.
referee for the suffering.
That's good. That's good.
Thanks, I'll be here all night.
Now could you suff the fuff up? No. That didn't work. Didn't work. Can I go back? Rewind.
No, that was great. Carry on.
There's the rewind. We're live. That's
I am Wetasword.
Okay.
I play Trish. She's our Amethyst Dragonborn. She is a wonderful bard, but she does not know much about the world at all. Yeah, she is actually a pain in the party's behind. And yeah, I'm gonna throw the beach ball over to Roju.
Oh, hey, look, don't sell yourself short. You're a pain in other parts of the body as well.
like the cloaca.
Like the cloaca. But hi, hello, I'm Roju. You might know me as Participation Award, but here you know me as Forrest Barkley, our Goliath Paladin, who showed absolutely no mercy last weekend to the Scrapped One as he threatened his beloved Eobard. And yeah, we'll see what happens next for that. But one person who didn't necessarily want to show no mercy is that person over there, my benchmate.
Hello. Hi. My name is Cuddly Raptor. Please don't chew on it. I won't have much left. No! Hi, I play Morel. The person who did want to show a little bit of mercy, but also, like, not because she's nice, but because she knew what the consequences would be. And now we're going to live them. Yeah. And she doesn't have a last name because last names are for nerds. Maybe someone chewed on the last name. Who knows, really? I'm going to throw this train wreck of a beach ball over to Ozzy Devfro. No, not so much.
That's me. I'm Ozzy Defro, and I play Tinker Slobbersnout, the one with the cloaca.
Canon, it's canon.
It is canon. He also
The
has a
cloaca
cannon.
is a cannon. Yeah.
Woo! That's he's a kobold, and he is an artificer who builds things, breaks things, and builds them not quite as good as they were before, but you know, he's got spunk, and that's what matters.
Which is weird. Like, where does the spunk come from if he has to
I knew you were going there. I have. Save us, please.
Roju, please roll the clip.
Rolling.
Last week, on the Quintessence, a Sammantis Chronicle, the group of individuals who had been brought together by circumstance and continued to stay together out of necessity, or perhaps kinship, common goals, found themselves at the Scrapyard Strand within the sanctum, the laboratory of the Scrapped One himself. After a brief, tense conversation, someone tripped a wire and a battle broke out. As the group were gaining the upper hand, albeit through some pain, some pushback, Carl arrived and threw a healing potion to the Scrapped One, who recovered some of his energy and fought back. But some quick thinking from several members of the group, the tides turn in your favor once again. And a slight, quick, short exchange about sparing the scrap one takes place, but Forrest, feeling that his missing family member was threatened before this battle broke out, took no chances and ended the scrapped one's life. They were then given not freedom to leave, but simply a few seconds head start before they were to become swarmed by the scrappers of the scrapyard. In an attempt to bring the scrap one's body with them, Forrest grabbed, and as his muscles tensed and bulged, he grew into almost twice his size. He picked up the dead master of the junkyard, as well as Mirel. And at the same time, Trish, who had started running as soon as there was a chance to, she took to the skies and picked up Tinker en route. And as they tried to escape the chunk of the strand that had detached and was heading out into the Dead Steel Sea, they pushed through obstacles, one after another, and then threw themselves out into the ocean, swam, beated their wings, exhausted themselves, but made it onto shore. Here you are now. The body of the scrapped one just pulled up on the rocky, trash-filled beach of Hague. The salty air and the sea water sting your wounds. And you are suddenly filled with the exhaustion of what has just transpired.
Trish is going to lay there on the beach, just saying openly, Harold is not going to like this. Harold was on his side.
I think it's fair to say that Mirel probably reached the beach before anyone, right?
Yes.
Excellent.
likelihood.
She's gonna scramble away because I just rolled a charisma save and I did not make it.
So what
Excellent.
happens as
Oh.
my
Mirel
God.
throws her waist to the side?
This is fine. Just gonna take myself out with my own charisma save. It's fine.
You just
Let's-
survived.
That's why I ran away. Let's see. I have to take some cold damage.
Oh.
Morel is
Cold
committed
damage
to a
equal
lack
to
of
my
survival.
charisma modifier. Oh, I just take 4. It's fine. It's fine.
Are you still up?
Four's okay.
I'm still up.
Yeah.
I'm up, baby. Yeah, so she takes some cold damage, and the sand is now, at least the sand around her, is now very icy as she has a little mini panic attack unbeknownst to everyone else.
She just steps to the side and tries to hide as best she can. Probably not very, because of the pouring rain. It's almost like it turns to hail as soon as it gets too close to you.
Just being like,
She's like a personal hailstorm.
Yeah. I will say you also quickly realize while you are far away from any thoroughfare, you are within eyeshot of people and the guard tower that is just to the northwest of where you currently are.
Yes, and once she's done having her panic attack, she scrambles back over, touches the scrapped one, and casts invisibility.
Okay.
Oh.
Does it have to be a creature you cast it on? Can it be an object?
A creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends. Anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it is on the target's
So make
person.
me invisible, and I'll keep carrying the scrap one.
Yeah, that works.
Okay,
Because the scrapped one's
as
now an
long as the scrapped one is invisible,
Yeah.
she's just gonna make something invisible, and I will mark that off for her. And then she's gonna turn to Forrest and say, I know you did. Well, she might not be able to see you. It's fine.
I mean, you just touched him. You know where he is.
Yeah,
I know where you are.
Your hand is still on him.
Yeah. I know what you needed to do, and I do not blame you, but we are now in very big trouble. And she's looking around at the others too.
Well, I think we're in less trouble now than we were a few moments ago, so I think this is fine.
We're still not out of the woods, I fear. Death is still a very high possibility to us.
Oh, aye, you can die anywhere.
It is not that. It is whether or not we like this man, liked him. He is a city figure. Harold will have questions. I will not be answering those questions. And Harold will not be finding out that I am a Gavonite. And I do want to make an intimidation check. Intimidation roll, actually.
Against
You
all of
wanna
us?
intimidate-
Anyone. Everyone.
Okay, make an intimidation check.
Go on then.
And can the rest of you all make charisma saves?
Sure.
As a
12.
counter to it.
Damn.
25.
Oh, yeah, not fake.
27.
Not phased. They're not phased. They've seen Grumpy Morel before.
Tinker
don't
wasn't
care.
paying attention to begin with.
Hey!
You just look around and suddenly Morel is just glaring at everyone.
Like, oh.
Well, and also, Tinker, as you look around, you don't see forest, but you do see a big forest shape negative where rain isn't really falling.
Yeah.
And the imprint and the... Well, it's
Yeah.
probably not sand here, though, is it? It's just
It's like imagine
scrap.
pebbles, rocks, and junk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will say, because of the heavy downpour, Forest is not like fully invisible, but he's definitely harder to spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
The rain, like the invisibility helps, but the rain is obfuscating some of the effect.
Yeah, I suppose you'd probably, to notice it, you'd probably need to be pretty close to him, because if you think about it, as soon as you're a distance away, there's a heap of rain in between you, so you wouldn't
Yes,
notice
yes.
the small gap of
But
not rain.
yeah, but
That's-
it's
amongst the
like
rain.
once
As long as the
you're-
guard
once
tower
you're in
doesn't
But
the
if there's
city,
anyone
like,
close,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
that's,
saying
that
like
could be a
if you
problem.
go
Trish
into
is-
the city, someone
Definitely.
will
While
eventually.
Trish is laying on her back, arms spread, she goes, "What if I make you fly?"
What? Who?
Why?
Forest, so no one can see him better.
No, just what? Why? Why would we?
Can you see Forest out shape right now?
Yes, clearly, because
And if he was to be flying in the sky, people would not notice it as much, right?
or we stay here, or most of us stay here, and we bring one of the only allies we have to us, and don't drag the body of the scrapped one through the city.
Whatever you want, Tinker. I am too exhausted. I just carried your ass. I'm staying here.
I didn't want to go. I wanted to stay there.
Forrest,
Hey,
And she kind of smiles and she's I
No
know
one can
that
see because she's wearing a mask.
I know. So it's just she just kind of you just see her look down for a second and
None.
just kind
I
of
want her
like
to have like bottom half masks. With
I
face.
know. She does a like little mini like rubbing of her face over the mask and then just realizes there's a mask in the way and just goes, I know I said I had more questions for him, but we did not need this body. He is dead.
oh, but you said,
I know. And
Can we just dump him in the sea then?
No. I lost. And Tinker like sort of gets up. He's like forlornly looking out of the ocean in the direction of the
It's very quickly like disappearing
Oh, yeah, he's-
among the waves.
He's very keenly remembering the direction and everything, so that he doesn't forget the direction. Roger.
I heard
Yeah,
erection.
Mike.
I
You
heard
definitely
erection.
said
No,
erection.
no.
Chat, did you all hear erection?
No, chat, don't. No.
Tinker
Everyone, roll
erection
for
is
prostate.
getting
Roll for prostate. You got a prostate check, please, Tinker?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that was such an unfortunate mic cut, but also yeah. Okay, you're remembering the direction. Mirel would probably have seen. Oh, did anyone else besides Tinker see the Leviathan? Can we roll for that?
It was.
Or is
I
it
can
pretty
go-
obvious?
I think it was sort of like described, but I don't think it was like anyone specifically seeing
No,
it.
I'm gonna say everyone make perception checks.
Sure.
Okay.
Because you have a different perspective now. That's why you get perspection checks.
What?
That's not the word.
Oh my gosh.
Perspection.
Alright.
Roll for
Okay.
perspection.
So I rolled
19.
a 10, but I'll say my passive's 14, if that helps.
It does not, unfortunately.
Ah.
22.
I will admit, Tinker, you already knew.
What about
He said roll
19?
Perception.
I got the same as Forrest. I was busy
So
flying.
Tinker, you can see like the movement of the waves where the Yunk yacht is heading off. And Mirel, you can definitely tell also through the movements of the waves that there's something else there. Like it's not moving the way it should if it's just a big mass.
Mm.
Right. Now, as I was going to say before, that an unfortunate slip of the tongue. No, we're not going to just dump the body. I missed my chance of a lifetime to be inside of the lab of someone who might have been smarter than me. I lost that chance. Not losing the chance to get a look at him. He was not an organic being. I need to know how he ticked.
Maybe it had some things on him that might give you clues.
That's right.
I want to ask, how long does invisibility last, and are you doing the walk and talk?
Oh
Has this
no.
conversation been stationary,
think
or have
we-
you
I
been
think we're
I
moving?
think it's
stationary
been
at the
quite
moment.
stationary
Yeah.
until we figure out.
1
It
hour.
lasts an hour, I believe.
Okay.
Let
It
me
does, yeah.
just
Yeah,
It's-
it's
yeah,
concentration,
yeah.
I believe, as well. so,
concentration for an
yeah.
hour.
That's
Plenty of
good.
time.
Just wanted to check.
Mirel will kind of look to. Oh yeah, how far are we away from? Oh, it's a bit of a walk.
Josie
isn't
said
it?
that there was a guard tower within view.
Yeah.
Yeah, the triangular shape on the map. I don't know
Is
if
the
we're
guard
just
tower.
showing everyone the map.
Mm-mm.
No, but that so it's just 500 feet away from you
Okay.
is like a sentry tower essentially.
Right.
Look. The easiest way that I can think of is not to take him through the city, but if you want to look at him, it should be done on the ship. That is the safest place for this.
Yeah, that's probably 2.
And then we can get rid of him using the ship. I like your thinking, Morel. This is
Oh,
very smart. You're right.
We cannot.
What do you mean we cannot? Holdy to elite anything.
he's made of wood.
Because he is not. I do not know what he would have wanted with the body, but I cannot just throw it away.
Oh,
I
we'd
could
not
do a
be,
sea burial.
we'd not be throwing him away, Morel. We'd just be feeding him. That's a circle of life.
You feeling
Things
very
eat other
honorable
things.
of his death, Morel, all of a sudden.
Not his. Anyone's.
Oh?
But if you didn't want to feed him to the Hold Eater, then we'll figure out something else.
Anyway. Oh.
Currently exiting the area of the Scrapyard Strand, you see a familiar, now drenching wet, big maned figure is walking just north of where you are.
Oh, it's Harold. Harold!
No.
I believe it was said Tinker saw, but okay. We can-
Oh, sorry. I take it back. I didn't see him.
To which
Yeah,
then
like-
Tinker will then jump up and down and go, Harold! Harold!
Oh my god.
Oh, it's Harold.
No,
Harold!
this is good. This is good. We can't
Um,
take the body through the city. So,
Just
Trish is gonna make
gestures to the
herself
ocean.
invisible. Trish is gonna go invisible.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we
Okay.
got two invisible.
She's
people now.
staying where she's sitting. She's just invisible.
Well, the body's
Right.
invisible at the moment as well.
Yeah,
so-
yeah. Tinker, what are you going to tell him?
I don't know that they left.
Okay.
We got
Are
in
you
a
going
fight.
to-
They left.
Harold does look your way and is like covering his eyes, trying to see through the rain. It is very hard to see that far, but Tinker, he's got those keen eyes.
Hmm.
And Harold seems to recognize you, Tinker, and starts coming your direction.
Listen, I do not think it is wise to tell him that the scrapped one is dead.
Why
I think
not?
it is fine to tell them that they left. Because he is a city official. I know it does not mean much, but listen. A Gavanite in a group that kills, pegs, city official, you could start a war.
Hence the reason Trish has also disappeared, because that will also start shit if they found out who she was.
I didn't understand what this whole Gavanite thing is about. I think maybe you might need to explain it to me later, but
Yes, I know you must have
Tinker, Mirel,
Hmm.
quite nice to see you here.
Oh, I wish I could say it
How
was
did
nice.
you get here?
Long story.
And
We
as
should-
he looks past you, he looks out into the Dead Steel Sea. What is that?
It's part of the Scrapyard Strand.
We were hoping you could tell us because
When you left, everything went to shit.
hey, as soon as you left, oh, hi Harold, sorry.
Oh, Forrest?
A lot of things
Why can't I
happened.
see you?
Oh, it's it
could be the
you're
rain.
asking the wrong person, I think. But
All right.
a lot of things happened. We were attacked as soon as you left, pretty much.
You were attacked. By who?
Oh, by the scrap one, of course. Who do you think?
Well, I didn't expect that, I'll be
And
honest.
all his goons tried to kill us again.
And at this point, he will see that Mirel is pretty banged up.
Yeah.
And also, just for some housekeeping, Cuddly did roll some checks during the week, and she did not suffer any wounds from all of her
Yay.
trips to the unconscious land.
I
I
love that
was
for you.
very
Very good.
concerned about that. I was like, she's gonna have a concussion. She's gonna have a broken leg. It's fine. No,
And then-
she's fine.
And then, like, the ground turned into a ship somehow, and I left.
Yes. You know how? Did you ever notice when you walked the Scrapyard Strand that things would move around? They would shift a little.
Yes.
Well, they started shifting a lot, and all of a sudden it went out to sea.
It's out there now. Oh, you cannot
You
see me
can-
pointing.
Maybe not, but
I'll be honest, that doesn't bode well for the scrapped one.
Oh no.
Was he on it?
he was on it.
Well, that's where he attacked us, and he took off while we were still on it.
You think that the sea does not agree with him?
I think his involvement in city affairs were recent and tenuous. His respect from his subjects in the Strand was what gave him his political heft.
I think
He
he
is
was
pretty-
He was considered a threat, that they did not want to turn against themselves. And then Bramall went into business with the scrap one, quite recently.
Will his people be all right?
I don't know. But since I am the bulwark captain of the Scrapyard Strand, I will make sure that they are treated fairly.
Good.
Well, we thought we should let you know that, you might have a bit of the city missing now. If it's all right with you, we might retire to our ship and then maybe come find you. Or find someone in the bulwark and give a full, detailed report on what happened.
Make a persuasion check. You do get advantage because basically the whole group is backing the same story.
And technically, Tinker told the truth. He was on
Yeah.
the ship.
True.
Yeah.
We
That's why you're
never-
getting a persuasion check.
We technically never lied here.
Sorry, did you say with advantage, Josie?
Yes.
Excellent. We will, we'll take a... Wait. Religion? What?
You
You
roll a
rolled
religion
Did I
check.
roll religion?
Please.
That is not what I... Yeah,
Well,
we'll-
here's what
we'll-
we can do. What
We'll
you
just
don't have
apply
to reroll. You rolled a
Yeah.
10. What
Yeah.
is your bonus to persuasion?
0, so it's a 10.
Religion.
That's why I rolled religion, apparently.
He was praying for something better.
Yeah. I would like to add after Harald does not look very convinced. If I see
Yeah.
that he's kind of like,
Harl
was-
definitely looks like he's about to come with a counter proposal,
Mm.
as he almost immediately would say, I think it's best if you stay within the city limits in case we need you urgently. Who knows what this could lead to?
Could some of us go back to the ship just to lick our wounds?
Are you sure you don't want medical attention? We have good healers in the city.
No, that's what this is for. Tinker will pull out a flask and push it towards Morel.
Oh,
Drink, Morel. It'll make you feel better.
Tinker, I'll think about it.
All
She
right.
just very gingerly takes the flask. and-
I'll allow Mirel to make a persuasion check, but you do not get advantage on this one.
Fair enough. Damn, only a 13.
A 13.
Better than a 10.
Do you want to push, or are you happy with
I
a 13?
don't think I have any pushes left.
You should have one, because remember, you all leveled
yeah, I
up.
got one. That's right. I have one.
Oh, yeah,
sure.
extra hit dice.
I'll
You got
push.
one hit die back,
It just makes it a 15.
which is what you needed.
Yes.
So Harald will say, I suppose that's fair. You seem like a close-knit group. I know that Forrest is here, for some reason invisible. Can't do... is Trish all right? I don't see her.
She's laying as still as possible.
She was fine when we left the bit of floating city.
Oh, you got separated.
That's why some of us wanted to go back to the ship, because we knew we'd regroup there.
I suppose that's fine, yes.
I'm not feeling the greatest at the moment, to be fair. After the scuffle.
You're not looking the greatest.
Well, I can't really tell. And I will have questions about why you are invisible, Forrest. That makes me concerned.
I didn't do it myself, if that's what you're wondering. I think. I don't think I did.
Well, just make sure that someone stays in the city. So we can reach you. Will you be staying at the Daughters?
If they have room.
If not,
I
probably on the ship.
I see. Well, I will come find you if need be.
Harold,
Yes, Forrest?
do you know what they might what the fancy folks up in that tower might want to do about the scrap one.
I can't say I know.
What if he died? You think that'd be mad?
I think they'd want to investigate to find out the truth. And hypothetically, if he died due to injury caused by self-defense, there may still be some form of punishment for the guilty. But it all depends on what the investigation would say, though I find it hard to perform such an investigation, all things considered. And he looks out at the sea and the vanishing district of the scrapyard.
Bye.
Yeah, I think when he said Plan C, quite literally the sea.
I don't want to say that is funny.
It is a little funny.
It is a little funny.
It's a little funny.
I do still
get
have
it.
to.
Sea is in the ocean, right? Oh, sorry, my mind was elsewhere. Man,
I still have to report what you have told me, and he also like pats the envelope inside his cloak, or the big folder that he had, and present this to my superiors. Considering the scrapped one's direct involvement, this might be expedited. So don't be surprised if someone comes looking for you in a few hours or tomorrow.
Fair
You will be
enough.
around.
Good.
Psych. I'm getting the fuck out. Bye.
Mirelle's taking her ship and leaving.
Leaving.
If we need to let you know anything, Harold, are you gonna be still in the scrapyard, or are you heading back to the bulwark?
Well, for now, I have to go to the bulwark and be debriefed and
I think they
give
took
my
your office
statement
with
and
you.
report. They might have. I don't know how much of the scrapyard is leaving exactly, but I guess I will find out. And at that, he just looks exasperated, like, oh god.
Look, we told
He's
you
like
it's
that.
bad news.
He's like, the paperwork.
Hey, rather you find out now than get back to the bulwark and then hear reports that part of the scrapyard's gone, and then you have to come back
That is
out to
true.
clarify it, and then
That
we
is
just
true,
saved your whole
Tinker.
walk.
That is true.
I mean, at least there's probably no forms specifically for pieces of the city floating out to sea. So
They've got to make one though. They've got to make like a whole
That's
like.
true
And what do you do? A
bureaucracy.
safety ordinance when this happens.
absolutely,
I
yeah.
mean, to be fair, a big chunk of the city did disappear once. Maybe they have.
True. They probably
Maybe
have
in the archives there's like
Oh, yeah.
one.
They just bleep-
like, when's the last time this
it's like
happened?
this like bureaucrat in charge of like the archives. Finally, it's my time.
Yes,
Blows the
they
dust
do.
on it.
Someone comes and says, like, a piece of the city's missing. What do we do? Like,
I know exactly what.
like, there's no precedence. And someone just goes, there is.
He's been waiting for so long.
They put me in charge of this 59 years ago.
Yeah, it's like they have to like move these shelves out of the way to like uncover the little window that has the dude sitting there waiting for someone to ask for the forms. Oh, I haven't seen light in 400 cycles.
I want to know more about this NPC.
Yeah, wait, we need to meet him. The form carer.
You know what? We'll see.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent.
We'll see. I already have a list of NPCs that I gotta shoehorn in here sometime. You don't even know. There's a lot of them. But yeah, so Harald eventually wishes you a speedy recovery and says that he will, if someone is going to investigate, he will point them towards the Daughter of Flames, or if you're not there, to your ship.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes his leave. Tinker, again, you've got that high passive perception.
Mhm.
He does have a twinkle of suspicion in his eyes as he's
Oh,
leaving.
most certainly. Yeah.
For sure.
Undoubtedly.
He's not dumb.
No, not at all.
He's not dumb,
He's not
but
dumb.
he's also...
He
Yeah,
can
it's
tell when
definitely-
someone's lying.
Get out!
Hey.
I mean, you were all feline a little sus.
As Harold gets out of earshot, Tinker will mutter to Morel, Morel, can I have that flask back, please?
Yes. Save it.
That was extremely potent acid. Good thing you didn't drink it. Okay.
Wow.
Honestly, I would rather at this point.
You hear Trish go,
Open my
I'm going
mouth.
back to the ship. And she gets up and like starts walking off.
Oh, I guess
Right.
Trish
I have
was
a plan.
invisible as well.
We
Yep.
take the scrapped one back to the ship.
Right.
I assume we start walking now.
Mhm.
Yeah, but Morel is
Uh,
still kind of gesturing towards the ocean of being like, we could just swim him over again. Like, it wasn't that hard, right? Like,
I
wouldn't
feel
it-
like I'm gonna have trouble swimming with him at the moment.
Hmm.
I can't fly again. I'm too spent. This lard ass over here was heavier than I thought.
Excuse you.
I'm not quite sure how I got so big, but I feel like I kind of do it again right now.
Oh, and
It
then
was impressive.
uh,
Oh, thank you.
Trish sort of goes, look, I could maybe fly us again, but it'd only be 10 minutes worth of
No,
it.
flying is too suspicious. We're in a city that hates magic.
No, over the
Why would we
ocean.
fly?
Wait, how do we get past the walls?
We should just... Because, like, to get to the...
Because didn't we park the ship outside the city? Like we didn't use the
Yes.
city docks.
Yes.
Can I not
Which-
pick you up?
Pick you up.
Actually, yeah, I do want to know how shallow is it? Like how close could a ship get to a scrapyard strand, Jonesy?
Without being fired upon.
Could I make a
didn't-
survival check?
I'm gonna say sure. Make a
Yeah.
survival check. You do get advantage
Okay.
because this is fishy terrain.
Fishy terrain, baby. Oh, I
And
like
you
that one
just
better.
run through there.
21. Tell me.
21. You couldn't get too close. It is shallow, and then it gets steeply deeper once you get further out. As if the city at one point was built close to a cliff rather than the ocean. You could get within swimming distance, probably. You don't know about Force being able to swim with the scrap one.
Hmm.
But also, the ship would be in full view.
Yeah. Yeah.
The path we would have to take is, where did we come from? again?
We came. We could do. Oh
I'll
yeah,
show
didn't you
everyone the map.
enter?
Here you go.
Oh, yeah.
When you want to go through the exit to the west. That's where
That's
you
a
came
big
from.
Mm.
fucking.
That's straight past the Bulwark Barracks.
So for everyone at home, this little dice is where we are. I just pinged it here.
Yeah.
This little square is basically the chunk of the strand that got sent out to sea, roughly.
Nice.
And
Yeah, and this is the exit that goes to where
Oh.
your ship is.
Well,
yeah,
that's not too
that's where we
bad.
came from.
I mean, it's still a gate though.
Hug,
think-
hug the bellows. and then-
yeah, I think the only real problem, because like we can, as long as we're
This
like
is a
between the
very
bellows and-
active thoroughfare because
Mm.
that's where all the workers walk back and forth between the
Mm.
commons and the bellows.
but the workers aren't snitches, you know. So I think we'll be.
You can hope.
I have an
You don't
idea.
know.
Ugh,
I have an idea.
yes.
I wonder. And Tinker opens up his man bag.
Not the man bag.
He's dead.
Aye.
Oh no. Trish goes, oh
Tinker
no.
looks from the void of nothingness that is where Forest is, and then looks at the bag. Looks at where Forest is, looks at the bag.
Will it fit?
We can get it.
I'm leaving.
I think I understand what you're saying there, Tinker.
I will say the scrapped one is way too wide to fit into that bag.
Okay.
We just cut him up into tiny pieces.
No.
Just saying.
But you feel like an impact of something way too big hitting the mouth of the bag as he tries to like stuff him head first.
I do not think it is.
There's a smaller ripping sound from the bag.
No!
Yeah.
All right. It was a
Tinker,
good
I didn't-
idea. But...
Do we have
think
some
he fits.
lubricant? It could help.
No, stop! No more! I
No.
take back the idea.
Just to butter him up. Put some Vaseline around the opening.
Grease him up.
It's fine. It's all right.
Past
Just
grease.
we have.
Yeah, you freeze.
No!
Maybe if you like gently stretch the opening.
Oh my god.
Tinker puts the bag inside his other bag, and now you'll never find it because the other bag is.
We'll never find it. How much time do I have left on invisibility? Probably half an hour?
Well,
It hasn't
there's an
been that
in-game
long.
clock.
Yeah.
But it's been 10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
got
May as well
50 left.
May as well just go.
Look, I can keep this up for almost an hour. But
Right.
we need to
It's
figure out the...
Yeah.
I do not know.
What if
I'm sorry. I should have just had you tell Harold. It would have been easier. Now it is... I've made it harder.
I think you're probably right, but I trust you, Morel. If you think it's better this way, we can always tell him later. I'm sure he'll understand.
Well, I mean, I've got an idea for that, but we've got to get him back to the ship. And no, it does not involve hold eating.
What if I swim around the just the edge there, get around the wall?
I think doing something like that is more suspicious. We should just,
You
Not
think
if you're
so?
invisible.
okay, displacement of water and all. Go for it. See what happens.
That's
A
why
lot
we
of-
fly him. We fly him around just above the water.
How would you make me fly, Trish?
Well, I've got a secret little spell up my sleeves.
Really?
Your ass sleeves?
My ass sleeves?
You can,
We should
you
do this
can
close
do
to the
that
wall.
with your ass?
Oh, it's got to blow some wind if we
Wait,
start flying.
Does that indicate that you have ass arms?
Oh my god. Yes. Look, any suggestion is good now. What do you think, Trish?
To be honest, I'm spent. I think everyone's spent. The quicker we get to our ship, the better.
No, don't you backtrack on me, Orb. I asked if you had a fly spell, and now you're fluffing around. What is this?
If-
Do you have one?
If we get close to the edge of the water, I'll make Forest fly.
We're on the edge of the water right now, Trish.
No, the wall.
The wall.
Isn't- because like the fly spell only lasts a minute, right?
10 minutes.
How fast can you go as the crow
That's
flies?
plenty
You'll
of
be
time.
fine.
60
60-foot fly, so 120-foot dash
Yep.
every 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd make that then. You'd make it to the boat.
Can you make it to the boat? Josie, we need math, and I can't do it.
I've already prepped the math.
So
You can get out of the city easy.
I could do
I mean, that's
third
all
level
we
spell.
need. That's all we need. We just need to get out
You
of
can
the
target one additional creature for each spell slot above 3. So I can target Forest and one other person.
Do you
At
have a
level
fourth
3.
spell?
No, third level.
Mm.
Oh, sorry. One at this point. Trish can't fly right now, so it would be Forest, fly, and see how you go.
And then the rest of you walk out like nothing's wrong.
Yeah. Okay. If Trish is explaining this idea, Mirelle is all for
I
it.
can show you the will.
We've
He's holding the scraps.
We've done this while walking, so we're obviously a couple minutes through.
We would.
Yeah.
I think we would be close to fellows.
As we get sort of closer to the wall, but not like right there, because that'd be.
I'm
very
gonna
obvious.
say, as you're walking, I need the invisible people to make stealth checks.
Absolutely.
You are invisible, but there is the
Let me turn
water
that up.
displacement and people.
Mhm.
So I'm not gonna give you advantage, but I'm giving you a D6 to add.
Nice. Okay.
A D6 to add to my 18. Sure.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
30-20.
Well, yeah, that'll do it.
Sorry, stealth, wasn't it? Sorry. Just a flat roll.
Yes, but you get to add a D6.
Oh, why did that roll advantage?
I don't know.
Oh, the cloak of the bat is giving me advantage? What's
But
for?
that should only be in dim light.
Let me have a look.
Is it
Advantage
because you're
on...
invisible?
No,
It's
while
fine.
wearing this
You're just
cloak, you
gonna
have
fight
advantage on
sun
dexterity
breathing
stealth
too.
checks. That's
Just
it.
straight up.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then full
Well, there
stop.
you go.
Yeah, and then in an area of dim or darkness, you can get a fly speed.
Oh, love that.
He can
Well,
fly
there you
anyway.
go.
Oh my god! Just wait till sundown.
Hang on, what time of the day is it?
It's midday.
It's
like,
not.
Yeah, no,
We're
you
not
have
wait-
advantage on stealth. So
Yeah.
yeah, there you go.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, I got a 19.
Oh,
There you go.
sweet.
You'd still get to add that D6.
Oh yeah.
What I said.
Ooh.
I'm sticking to my words here.
What if someone has like super invisible
Add a
vision?
4 to that then.
Oh. Well,
Not bad.
you keep walking. It does get tense at a few times, but people are so busy that they don't realize they're bumping into empty space.
Hmm.
They're a bit too busy to realize, essentially, as they're passing through. And whoever does seem to question it, you're just way too far away into the throng of people, so they can't really notice anything.
Yeah.
If someone gets like
There are some of the
too-
shorter people that get like really weird when they look up and there's like no rain on them for half a second as forest passes over. Like just
Yeah.
creates a little cover. But you get to the wall. It takes you still like 5 minutes to get around. I'm gonna say here, and then I want another stealth check.
All right. Well, do you want to start flying yet, Forrest, or you want to?
Oh, I thought I already was, but
I mean, I could.
whenever.
Yeah, I mean, I could do it now. Before.
Once you
Um,
cast flight though on him, won't you become visible?
You become visible yourself.
would.
Yes.
I will. Yeah, that's that's the question I was having
Do it
because
in
I
a-
would not like to just.
Do it in
Pop
an alley. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Do it in an alley, yeah.
yeah, if this is where you'd like to be, flying,
I mean,
would,
we already have enough fly time roughly to get at least past the walls, and that's all that's important.
Yes.
I
So-
mean, there is the other guard tower, but they are a raggedy bunch anyway, so I will happily set
They-
fire to
they
it.
sure are. They sure are.
So Trish is gonna sort of put both hands on you and go, please, Forrest, take it easy. Flying for the first time can be very hard. All right, just slow,
Right.
steady, don't rush yourself.
Well,
And then all of a sudden you start levitating.
whoa.
Last time he was practicing with his cloak the other day.
This is a different thing, though.
True. You did fly with your clove.
I had
at one
wings
point.
then.
He had wings. There's no wings, and
And you weren't carrying a big like.
You're
bulky
also going
package,
way
yeah.
faster right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will let you know that you have a 5-foot reduced speed currently.
That's fair.
But that's it. So you're still fine. You're still. more
I
than
mean,
fine.
Okay.
that's only 55 feet. Like,
Yeah.
I think we might be
Wow.
pushing it, guys. We might have should have replanned this a little better.
Oh, I can go so fast now.
Quick, go, Forrest!
Okay,
Tell him not to talk while he's
He's already gone.
Oh, it's too late.
There's just that like really big, like almost displacement of water, just like
Oh.
push through the air as he's going.
Anyone
Maybe
else
like
just-
one or two people just look up like, what is happening?
It's in a plane.
Ah, you didn't even go with a ho ho ho. How could you?
Oh my god.
Does anyone else get this, I don't know, odd feeling like we just sent Forrest to go off and be as quiet as possible, but he's carrying a dead body?
I don't want to think about it.
Well, I can't not think about it.
Let's just keep walking. I think it might be the best chance here as she comes out of the alleyway.
Okay. The three of you are visible at this point. You start nearing the gate. There's still tension at the gates. They still have some security checks, but it's a lot more lax than the last couple of times you've been passing in and out.
Mhm.
However, the current state of Mirel physically catches some eyes, and one of the guards look at you, Mirel.
How bad does Morel actually look? Like super bad in the way of cut up and all that?
She
Probably
was
pretty
thrashed
battered.
around quite a bit.
I mean, he almost died
She was a
twice.
yo-yo for most of the
Yeah,
fight.
yeah.
Well, she's
How
got
dare
to
you.
try and throw some cure wounds on her real quick before
Get
we get
over
there.
here.
Okay.
It's a 3.
Hey, I mean,
It's an 8.
yeah,
eight,
no, that
sorry.
seems
Yeah,
fine.
+5. I forgot.
Oh, it's an 8. Oh, she looks.
Wait, did you
significantly
increase?
better.
Did you change your cure wounds into the new 2025 version?
I don't think
I don't think
he
so.
did.
You
That was just
probably
1d8.
should. That was a baby
gotta-
heal.
You gotta double that.
Yeah.
Baby heal
Double
for
that dice roll.
babies.
Baby heal
Oh,
for
I
baby.
think it's because I already had it in there. It
Ah.
Yeah, you
won't
gotta
let
swap it
me-
over.
Well, roll
Oh.
another d8 and we'll fix it in post.
Nice.
Because I'm running the
Or if you want to run with the smaller heals, that's up to you.
I'm
An
fine
extra
with whatever.
5. I will fix it in
Five.
post. I wasn't aware it didn't update.
Oops.
I thought it was.
It's not
Yeah,
automatic.
She
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
so much better, but I don't know if you did that inside of a guard or not.
Um,
Yeah,
I'll
we would
say
have
it
done it
was-
retroactive.
It was sneaky enough, but Mirel's clothes are definitely still like torn.
really?
Torn up. Yeah.
Really
well,
bad
before
looking.
before we kind of get there, I'll go, Morel, I can disguise your clothes a little if you want me to.
No! How have you not learned that? And Tinker's not he's not loud, but he's not quiet. Every time we go through these checkpoints, you put more illusions and they see
Just
it.
makes it worse every time.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they're gonna
No!
question her now.
Sometimes you fall and you rip your cloak.
It is so much easier if you just don't try to hide with these checkpoints. Every time it's been a problem.
Chris looks actually like my whole life is to hide.
Morel is going
Oh my
through the
gosh.
checkpoint. Morel has gone forward just to kind of test it. You know what? I don't care. I'm doing it.
You're definitely get sussed out by the guard, but they let you pass through.
Damn right they let me pass
Chris is
through.
gonna just follow through.
They don't want to firebolt up the
Trish is
ass.
shocked.
Trish, as you go through, one of the guards says, "Hold on a moment," and
Huh?
they take out a wand.
She fucking swears.
Every time. Tinker, if you look at Tinker,
This
he's
is
just
racial
like,
profiling.
Yeah. No, the guard definitely says, "A random check."
Yeah.
So I don't think it has the rule of don't
Wow.
talk in his head, but he is swearing and going, "You fucking called it, you asshole."
and Tinker replies like, I know I called it because I'm right. And I'm always right, and you should always listen to me.
She's fucking so pissed
As the
off.
person holds up the wand, the other one puts a hand and says, "Nah, these people are clear. They came in with Vanya earlier."
Oh, thank you. And she just walks forward and so relieved. She's not even tempted to fucking say anything to Tinker after that.
Hmm.
To which point, this Tinker now walks through the checkpoint and goes, keep up the good work, boys.
They just nod at you, and you hear as you're leaving. The The one who didn't recognize any of you says, somehow that was even more suspicious.
Amazing.
Oh, I want to turn around and wink so badly.
Do not.
As you're walking, eventually you come across a pair of very deep sunken footprints in the mud, almost all the way by the ship.
Yep, that's our boy.
As Forrest, you got quite far, but not all the way to the ship. Almost. Yeah, it was just over an hour walk from the city limit, even though you were moving double speed. So you got most of the way there.
Nice.
And I'd say that when they come across the area where it likely ran out, there's a big skid mark.
God. In someone's underwear.
The person before the skid mark appear in the ground in front of them.
There
Like,
is
whoa.
definitely signs that some kind of heavy object fell out of the sky.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
the thing is that it was actually like a wild hog that was there just at that moment. It was like... but also as you're approaching, almost like the water of the rain is washing away paint, Forest becomes visible again.
I was gonna say on the walk though,
Visibility again.
Trish is gonna sort of go, Tinker, this raincoat that I've got, can you make it into boots?
Why does everybody think I can just turn things into other things?
Not gonna point out the obvious here, but your name is Tinker.
Are you saying that you're judging me based off my name before you even
And-
ask me what I do?
I know what you do.
Yes, but you didn't say that. You said my name was Tinker.
Yes, and I've seen you tinker with things.
That has nothing to do with my name.
Are we talking or are we walking?
We are walking and talking.
Yeah.
Are you like slowing down? Morale's like, the ship.
All I'm saying is, if you want me to go through this mud, as she's like really avoiding the mud as much as she can, this would help you greatly.
Trish, have you been around kobolds more than just me?
Obviously, I tell them to do something, they do it.
Do you know anything about their culture?
Yeah, I read plenty of books.
About their names?
Yes, they get named after what they do.
Tinker shakes his head.
What? We had a guy called Lou. I don't know what he actually did, but he was Lou. He was called Lou.
The name
He's
like,
walking
ooh, I
away.
have
Is
to
what he
guess.
is.
If Morale sees that Forest is becoming visible, it is an immediate third level invisibility. I don't think it's much different than the second level. It just is another. Oh wait, just kidding. I can also make another.
Yeah, you can make multiple people.
Oh my god! Nah, it's too risky. I'll just do it for him. It's fine.
Are we at the ship?
We were like.
You're close to the ship.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. She's taking no chances.
Close to
She's
the
paranoid.
ship.
Paranoid, I tell ya.
So I wouldn't have, because I assumed if I like flew out there real fast and then just like legged it towards the ship as far as I could, wouldn't have made it for the invisibility.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
And Forrest is a good boy. He probably waited for us, you know?
He would if he if he became visible, he'd probably just try and hide until you guys caught up.
Yeah.
Let's just say you've reconvened before you reach the boat.
Yeah.
Mirel makes Forrest invisible yet again. And Forrest, it is starting to get like you're starting to feel the lactic acid of carrying the scrap one around, definitely. Because he's just on the cusp, like he's just over your usual limit. Like your encumbrance rate is just about there. But you feel like you can definitely make it to the ship. It's within view now.
Come on, you bastard.
You also realize that your armor is definitely squeaking. Did not like the second time it's getting dipped into the ocean.
That'll need some maintenance.
You make it to the ship. You pass by the few stationed bulwark, but they don't really bat an eye. They saw you arrive this morning, along with Vanya and Nyla. And, you know, they were tipped quite fairly, shall we say. As you all board the ship, Mirel, from within your backpack, you hear something muffled.
Of course I do.
You hear muffled from within the backpack, you hear, hello? Hello, are you there?
Oh my god, I fucking talk. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Mirel will dig out the sending stone.
Yeah.
For a second, I think she also thinks, huh? Oh.
Hello, Nora, you can talk?
Hello? Good girl. Yes, she will.
Hello, are you there?
I don't know. She would have it like equipped and like ready to go, I think. I just don't know how to use it. Is just really just speak into it.
It's the equivalent of a sending spell. You get a message and then you can send one back, or the other way around.
Okay. And knowing that would be a Nyla voice, understanding that would be from Nyla, Mirel would send back. We are back on the ship. We have a slight problem. Visit at your convenience.
I am going to double check those sending stones because I think there are multiple versions.
I do feel like it was just like a one message a day kind of thing.
Yeah, just doing the checky.
But I'm so happy to use it like a walkie-talkie, Josie. Come in, over.
It's once per day. It's once per day.
Okay. I've said, you know what? She knows where we are. She knows we have a problem. Visit at her convenience. Yeah, I think that's probably what she'll send. Yeah.
Good. You send that out. You all get aboard the ship on Hold Eater. Mirel, as soon as you step into the captain's quarters, you hear, "All clear on deck, Captain."
She visibly relaxes. It is like she has been just so tense, and if she was like a little, she just basically melts. Just
no one has attempted to board.
Good. Bring him in here. I might regret this. She doesn't want you to go down those stairs with him.
Where do you want me to put him?
I don't know, the bed.
Really?
It'll cushion the sound.
All right.
If we have a giant bang on the ship, you think she's not going to come and look?
You are not
Definitely
getting
like
those
the
things
sound
out.
of clanking metal and the heft of the scrap one just bangs down. Too big to fit into this little like slidey door closet style bed, actually.
Just like the
Half
edge of
and
him
half
is
up.
like jacked up on the bed. The rest of it is just like hanging off of it.
I also regret
Very-
this.
Very
And as
cool.
soon as Forrest lets go and backs away, the scrap one becomes visible.
And she will also, once they're like in the room, she'll drop the invisibility on Forrest as well. And she, is everyone in there? Has everyone followed?
Yeah, Trish
Everyone-
would have
no?
followed.
Oh, okay, yeah. She will turn to you all and go, all right. You must have questions.
Hey,
No,
what's
not really.
a Gavanite exactly?
Do you want to make sure I'm telling the truth?
Oh,
I mean, are you not going to tell the truth?
I just want you to know that I am.
But I believe you, though.
oh.
Everyone's got to hide a little something. Can't let every secret out. If you do, then leaving yourself very vulnerable.
Oh no. Hold on. Never mind. Nothing happens. You're fine. Doesn't get.
About to blast Tinker into oblivion.
No, it was just about to get really steamy and misty in the room. Yeah, you might hear a little bit of a sniff behind the mask. You know what? She will take the mask off, actually, for this.
Okay.
She's gonna take the mask off.
Oh,
Hmm.
Trish will do the same and drop on her disguise.
You
And
don't have to. It's just
she feels like if you drop on yours, she feels like she
Okay.
should do the same.
Tinker feels a little awkward and like takes off his monocle.
Yes, perfect. Love it.
I fucking love this.
Forrest kind of just like, just plops down on the ground cross-legged and just...
He then cleans his monocle a little bit on his shirt, puts it back on, and then starts very slightly angling towards the scrapped one's body.
Just a moment, Tinker. Let me.
yeah, this is not the time, Tinker.
I gather. I know.
And Trisha goes, so what are you doing? What is your plan? To run, to hide, to explore? What is your goal?
First things first. Forrest,
Hey.
I take it you do not know a lot of the history of this continent.
History is things that happened already, right?
Things that happened maybe a long time ago.
Very little. I know some about where I come from, but even then, not a lot.
Let me tell you where I come from. I am a Gavanite. That means that I follow the goddess Gavantel.
Hmm.
But there are others who call themselves Gavanites who follow someone different. They follow a General Gavanus who started a war to try to bring Gavantel's magic to the rest of the continent. And they won. So a reputation precedes me.
Right, I know reputation. You told me about that one. So people know about you, that's what you're saying.
And fear me.
Why would they fear you? You're lovely.
It is not me, it is the name.
The name is Gary. And Trish is trying to like jot all this down.
Morel's not a very scary... Oh, wait, no, you mean Gavanite.
Think of it like this, Forrest.
Right.
If my people, kobolds,
Hmm.
if we at some point, I don't know, committed a terrible crime against the other people, right?
Hmm.
No one would trust me, even if I wasn't the one who did it. They would distrust my people.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. Just because you get bitten by someone doesn't mean that everyone else is going to bite you.
I like how we went to biting, but yes, you're right, Forrest. It doesn't make sense. But
people
hatred
still
and
think
suspicion
that.
is hard to let go of.
I don't understand people a lot of the time, but I see what you're saying.
And then she turns to Trish and goes, all I wanted to do was see the world and escape my own problems. And they follow me everywhere.
She actually kind of chokes up a little bit, relating to this a little hard. But she's holding it in. She's like, I can understand that. Life sucks. She's really like choking up. Like if she says any more, she's gonna cry, and she's really not trying to.
Mm-hmm. And the reason, then she turns to Tinker and goes, the reason that I ask that we do not defile his body is because Gavantel is the goddess of the sea, of magic, and of death.
So that means whatever Tinker wants to do, you're not going to let him.
What do you mean, whatever
No,
I want to do?
I'm not going to stop you. I just ask that you do what it is with respect.
What does Tinker's face look like right now? Seriously, like, is he in thought or what?
Well, yeah, because he's thinking about how he can explain himself so that it doesn't sound as heartless as what it probably is.
I think Mirel kind like she would be giving you like a knowing look, knowing that you want to look at the prosthetic, knowing that she will actually add a prosthetic is not really part of the body, so
well,
that's
good because we might need them. And don't, before you give me a look,
I'm not going to give you a look.
We can't hide that we fought with the scrapped one.
I know.
For all intents and purposes, Harold left us when we were already almost at each other's throats. He then sees us, battered, bruised, sees part of the scrapyard strand out to sea, and all it would take is one message from any of them. One little piece of evidence to say that he's dead, and it's on us. So, we can still turn this into a, hey, we don't know if we killed him. We take what the prosthetic arm, show it to Harold, and say that's why Forrest was invisible.
Or you can blame me.
Chris sort of pipes up and goes, or we can just not visit that place anymore. We go somewhere else. I mean, do we ever have to go back there?
Hold on. We can't just blame you, Morel. We were all involved.
If anything, you were the one that said no to kill him.
And you were unconscious for most of the fight.
Hey, that's true. You kept laying down.
Yeah, you shouldn't be sleeping on the job in the middle of things, honestly.
She
Morel.
starts to explain to Forrest and just goes, you know what? No, I was...
I had to pick you back up on your feet so many times.
And I do thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome.
You should really not get into hitting range of these people.
I say this
I
with
had
all
something
the...
to say and I had to be close.
I say this with all the love, Morel, but you're not very strong.
I know.
You're smart and you're very good with spells.
You should probably try not to let him hit you.
You should do what Tinker does and sit back a little.
I will try.
I'll protect you either way, but might make my job easier. Yeah. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't care that you call yourself a Gavanite or whatever. I don't think that really means anything to any of us, right?
Not to us, but it's definitely something we shouldn't be telling people.
Do you care that I'm not really from Palon?
Trish does the whole, what? Sort of head motion.
Lower?
Tinker just shrugs. Doesn't matter where you are or where you were. It's where you are now and what you do now that matters.
I don't even know what a Pelin is.
He's a town, Forrest. We talked about it for 2 weeks.
Oh, it's your fishing village. The one with all the fish.
Village. Yes. I
I'm
am
a member of the
good
fish.
at fishing, though, so...
You're so good at it. You know, when I met Morel, she had the best fish.
I do
She
have a
treated me. It
question.
was really nice.
So we ran into
This fish was so delicious, Trish.
yes. I mean, I could.
Tell me more about this fish.
Yes, but it,
I need to know.
And she
Was it like
gave
a
me
melt
some.
in your mouth sort of flavor, or did it, was it a?
As the conversation delves into
Oh,
a
Which
pescatarian
was not
wet
done.
dream,
Which was not.
we're gonna
done.
go on a quick little break. And when we come back, Trish will finally get her say.
You trying to interject this whole time.
Chris was like, "This is not the answering questions we should need."
I just want to point out the fact that, although friendly, some fingers were pointing at me for bullying Orb last week. This is what happens all the time.
This is all the time.
This is the norm. Welcome to my life.
He was just so excited to share with you about the fish.
It was very good fish.
It was pretty
Best fish,
fishy.
you might even say.
It was unbelievably fishy.
But we're
Oh,
gonna
dear.
run some ads. We'll be back in a few minutes, and we're gonna pick up just where we left off.
Sweet. Time
Everyone.
to get in some aircon real quick. I'm
Great.
dying.
See you really spoon.
See you soon, everyone. Oh Jesus!
Oh,
Oh my god! What?
That was the noise.
That was a sound.
Wait.
Apologies, chat.
well,
Was it loud? I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, it was. Yeah.
you know, it
I
was,
did not
but
think it was gonna be loud.
it was
I'm
mostly
sorry.
just unexpected. That was
Like this.
Okay.
No, Jason!
That is the best noise. That you
I
I
have
love
to
that.
go.
You gotta add the visual of me leaving over.
Yeah.
like-
Oh,
Welcome
I-
back to Natural 30s late at night.
I
Is
just really
now
want to take
after.
these off.
So sorry,
Oh.
everyone.
I'm not sorry.
Hi, welcome in, Raiders.
Welcome in, everyone.
And everybody.
Tabletop Obscura, once again, we thank you so much for these regular raids. One day, sometime, we will raid you back.
Yeah, can you please just go longer so we
Yeah.
could just like
Dream for at
just
least another
one
3
more
hours.
hour and we'll be there.
Just, Also, I'm just gonna say it out loud. I'm gonna do an Aussie. I'm gonna make a commitment live.
Oh,
Uh,
Oh, okay.
We already know how that turns out.
Yeah, that last one was a bit of a doozy that I did. Yeah.
Yeah, Aussie. So when are you gonna host that Dark Souls one shot?
As soon as I don't have to work 10 hours a day for 5 days a week.
Work forever.
That's fair. That's fair. No, I just want to say that I would love very much to see if we can have a chat behind the screen, Tabletop Obscura, and see if we can work
no.
something cool out.
Everything's fine.
Is everything fine?
that would
Yep.
be cool.
That would be cool. It would be so cool.
Josie also wants to announce that she's actually doing a Dark Souls one.
Oh god, I have been every month for like the last year and a half. I've been like, is this the month that I buy the book?
Wow,
Is
please. Yes.
Is this it?
Like I'm happy to do it. I just
TOV. What is TOV? Trail of Violets.
Okay.
Oh, no, Trail of Violence, obviously.
Sorry,
Trail
I'll
of
be back
Violence.
I've got to actually just in point for 2 seconds. My camera's about to die. I need to get the battery.
Mhm,
I'll be
mhm.
back in 2 seconds.
Do you all
Tulips
remember
or
the time
violet?
where I had to take breaks and put in batteries because I was using a big camera for my camera?
I remember
Ooh.
that. Remember when
Remember when
We just had a whole different setup. when we were just babies?
Oh god,
Tales
we
of the
still have that.
Valiant.
We still have that.
You couldn't let me have
clip.
this, huh? Just couldn't let me have this.
Imagine using a camera. Yeah,
Yeah.
they Tabletop Obscura don't use cameras, but it's still awesome.
Mhm,
Awesome.
mhm.
Imagine
True.
using cameras.
I went
Ah.
there this week and I loved it. Every second of it.
Look, I mean,
I
tried to be a
YouTube has
problem.
clearly proved that you don't necessarily need cameras.
Do you know what I love?
You?
Outdoors.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
shit.
Okay.
He went there.
Damn.
Yeah, I
We're
just
all
want
loved.
to say, without them, there'd be a no us.
Also, I feel like he's legally obligated to say that because he is an actual canonical dad.
I mean, that
It's
is
a canon
part,
event that happened.
that is part of the law that I have the
Ah.
dad energy, and once you become a dad, that energy does not go away. It does get to a nice level spell once your children have children, which you get the grandfather.
Grandfather spell, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which,
Yeah.
is unbelievably strong, but also means
What level are you
previous
at?
spells are weaker.
What level are
Currently, not at my top level, so
You're at
I'm
like level
currently
4?
I'm about level 6.
6. Okay, level 6. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's
Yeah.
a couple of years left till you can start even considering grandchildren.
Level 9. Yeah, no.
I mean,
Absolutely.
if we want to go by technicality,
No, we don't.
Do we
You don't
know?
need to
Good.
go back.
It should be at least
We don't.
Orb has
No.
dad energy,
No.
but I have
No.
daddy energy. And hi, my name's Cuddly Raptor, and I'm gonna throw this over to someone else real soon. But I
welcome
play
to
your
the-
unfriendly Morel sorcerer. What? Your sorcerer Morel. Yep, we're throwing it over to Josie, who's the actual star of this.
I'm Joseph Poser, the
Oh,
Dungeon
see that bus?
Mistress. I run this game, and I'm so happy to be here. The RP today has been like turned up to 11, and it's gonna be cool. And I'm also gonna be really weird now, and I'm gonna say out loud, Cuddly, I'm sending you a DM that's kind of important.
Sliding into my DMs. I've waited for this moment.
Metal 30's late at night.
Oh, and just look at her. Look at that.
That
Oh
lip
shit.
bite.
Oh.
Oh my.
Well, so
That
here's what we're
biting on
gonna
the
do. We're
bottom
gonna
lip.
we're gonna let everyone introduce themselves, finish introducing themselves, and then we're gonna do, before we jump in, we're gonna do a above the table little lore dump. But after I've been talking, I've been wording, I've been mouthing. I'm just gonna throw it out. I'm gonna see who catches it. Here we go.
Oh.
She lives this way. I'm just gonna take them off.
Oh my god!
Or
Yeah,
technically.
Lucy,
I just want
right,
to
alright.
point out that I threw
Oh.
that across half the planet
Just-
that quickly.
Yeah.
Like, that little effort.
Speed of light.
Kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, I don't want to be
Like it's a wonder, considering the speed. It's a wonder that he's
Oh my
even
gosh.
like sitting there.
What does
Yeah.
it say? Come on, tell the
Oh,
class.
sorry. Hang on. Let me just. Yeah. And it's. Oh well. Shit.
Oh. Bye.
Is he walking to
Said you're
Sweden?
all cuties. Got
We
him.
off to go to Sweden, the wonderful little Sweden.
Well, while we wait for whoever that was to
Oh,
come
he's
back.
back. Oh my
Oh,
God.
he's back.
Right, the deed is done, Josie. It's okay. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
Now introduce yourself.
Yes. I'm Ozzy Defro, and I play Tinker Slobbersnout. The parties are very, very lovable, but also very, very eclectic. Kobold Artificer.
That music, I love it.
Okay. The other half of the chaos duo on bot lane.
The timing of that
Roju.
was immaculate. Oh yes, hi Roju, that's me. You might know me as Participation
Roju.
Award, but I also play Forrest Barkley here in this game that we're playing tonight for you, our audience. Yeah, Forrest Barkley's a Goliath. He's also a Paladin. He's also a pretty good boy, I think. Pretty good boy.
Very good boy.
The best of boys.
I would even go, yes, I would
No,
go
you
so far
guys.
as the best of boys. Yeah.
Oh shit, really? Oh
Mhm,
my god.
mhm.
Well, I'm gonna have to take notes. Last, definitely not least, but the custardiest.
The custiest, and you could also say the best, which I am obviously going to get shit on later for saying that. I am Weatherstorm.
It's later. Eat shit.
Yep, there we go.
Wow.
Let's go. Back into D&D. Let's fucking roll with it. But if you're figuring out who I play Trish. She's our Dragonborn bard, and yeah. As
We love
like,
her too.
as I get shit on, she gets shit on too. So we're a pair in this group, and we love it. Or do we?
Absolutely.
Do we?
So many pairs.
I love
so many
it.
pairs. Before we jump back into D&D though, with the previous reveal, we're actually going to let everyone know that Cuddly has been playing a homebrew subclass this entire time.
Womp bum bum.
That probably a lot of people expected,
Mhm.
considering that she's
No.
been saying she's a storm sorcerer and she's never used any of the features, which include flying whenever you cast a spell. But no,
What?
we don't talk about that.
I didn't even
Storm sorcerers
mention that
have
I
the
was a
thing when you cast
storm
spells,
sorcerer.
You get like you can fly 10 feet or something every time you cast
Yeah.
a leveled spell.
Yeah. So yes.
What?
Yeah. Now you know.
I mean, I thought all your custom class did was blow yourself up constantly.
I mean, that's all I
No,
thought.
no, no,
I-
no.
I
That's a
do
cuddly
that
thing. That's a cuddly
personally.
special.
That's
no,
an
that's
individual.
a Cuddly.
That's your
That's
own
Cuddly
song
who
class.
said, "Hey, I don't want wild magic, but I for sure want my emotions to be part of magic." And I
Cuddly
said,
said,
I got you.
I want this character to be so emotionally repressed. And Josie said, say no more. And then I said, but I have more to say. I would like it to physically hurt me. And she said,
Yeah.
and other people? I was like, yes, of course.
And I sent her like a full page of like, here's what you got. And Cuddly was like, I love it.
And I pull it up every single day. It's just sitting here waiting to see if I have an emotion.
No, but
I love
Cuddly
that
is
list.
playing
Oh my
a
God.
sorcerer homebrew subclass, which is called quite simply Gabonite.
There you go.
And that gives her some special powers. If anyone does look it up, some people may have access to it on D&D Beyond. Please, just avoid spoilers. We just wanted to mention that she is actually homebrew, like playtesting a homebrew, and there may be some features that even if you look them up and you know them, she hasn't used yet. And that is for her own personal reasons, and we don't want spoilers.
Well, at least I can use Arms of the Deep now without anyone questioning me. Oh, tentacles from below? That's weird.
Hang on.
No, that's that not yet. Well, at least
Oh.
not the big ones.
Huh?
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 We're not talking about anything.
We
I
should
don't know
get
what you're
back
talking
into the
about.
game
I was talking about
rather than
myself,
feeling
man.
more
We're
Yeah,
about
gonna
yeah, yeah.
hold on. Let me do the thing. There we go. That's the one we use for D&D. Everyone should know that we use a quacking sound during
Yeah.
our meetings.
Yeah, yeah.
This is canon. We
It's true.
actually have
That is
quack.
actually true. Yeah.
There's a quack. Yes.
But there's one thing missing. Hold on. Where's that horse meme? I just-
No.
Can we play D&D now?
Please.
Stop.
Yeah. So we're gonna come back to us. You're having this conversation as Tinker and Forrest were discussing fish. Trish wanted to get her say in the air, and Mirel was maybe feeling some catharsism over having told them some of her truths and not been shunned for it.
So Morel, do you know about the other Morel that we ran into?
I do.
She knows, so she slaps her knees. What's going on here? Was it you? Were you
Oh,
the
actually,
other...
that is a secret I would like to know. What the hell is up with that?
Now you're interested.
Yeah, you
Not-
forget fish for a moment, Forrest. We got
Hey.
the second morale. What
What?
is up with that? Yes.
Were you the second Morel, or was there a second Morel?
Do you mean, is it another person?
Yes.
She's gonna take off her. What the heck?
That was a door slamming moment if I heard one.
Yeah, no, she just left. No. Okay. Yeah.
So bad. Are we all traumatized by slamming doors? Hands up. Hands up.
Hands up. Okay. She has already taken off her backpack. I feel like Eleonora is roaming free wherever.
Yeah, Laura sort of pours out of the backpack.
Mhm.
Oh, there's that talking cat again.
I love that you think it's talking. And she will rifle through the backpack. I do feel like this is something that's probably been kept in like one of those little very small skinny bottles because I have been underwater quite a lot and I'm not willing to say that it got ruined.
That's fair.
Because
that's fair.
yeah, for lore purposes. She will take out a bottle. There is a rolled up piece of paper in there. And she will kind of look at you all again and try and gauge how interested you are versus how mad you're gonna be.
So Trish is excited looking.
Mhm.
Do you
I think-
remember? Because I don't. Can someone remind me what Morel's excuse was for that at the time, or like explanation for that was at the time?
I believe
She
Was
just
it-
fucked off.
Yeah, I just fucked off.
Yeah, she
I
just
just
fucked
went.
off at the
I just like
time.
went away.
You
I don't
formed
think there was-
theories. She never said
I-
much.
I just was like, oh, weird, and then I
yeah,
left.
and we talked to the other Morel, and we're like,
And she
Yeah,
had
the other
no
Morel was
idea.
freaked out.
yeah,
Mhm.
she
Yeah.
seemed to know
Then
absolutely.
the other
nothing.
Morel mentioned it.
Forrest also knows that this Mirel went into the same house where the other Mirel works at some
Mm.
point.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right. Because I tracked him down.
Okay. Oh, how to? Okay. So she'll kind of take a deep breath and just go. So I do not come from Palon, but I traveled through it, and I met a little girl who was ill a lot. And she mentioned that her sister lived in Hague. And I suppose that is maybe why this was the first stop on my way. And she pulls out the piece of paper and unrolls it, and it is a beautiful sketch of Mirel. It's like colored, it's everything. And she goes, and she was a wonderful artist. And she drew her sister.
So, are you using illusion to cover what you look like then? As she leans forward, hands like exactly like this.
No, if it was something as basic as an illusion, it would have been shown when we went through the security checkpoints.
I don't think it's as basic as that, Tinker. As she leans in closer.
I have borrowed a face. And I did
Literally?
not think of the consequences. Not
His eyes light up.
literally.
Oh,
But Tinker, you would actually, now that she's got her mask off, you would know that, like, she looked really, really ill before. Very, very ill. She looks completely back to normal now. Yeah,
Who
like,
do you-
even when you were, like, cheekbones and stuff, like, at this point, you haven't seen much of her during the sea voyage. Looks completely back to normal.
So, how do you borrow a face?
Josie, would this be considered a long rest? Or, I mean, a short rest?
No, I'll allow you a very, very small
thing?
like treat.
Okay. Oh, thank you. I would like to change the color of... No, I would like to add freckles, actually.
Okay.
I will add some
So,
freckles.
yeah, across Mirel's face, just one spot at a time, a few freckles start to just appear.
interesting.
But it takes a while. So forgive me if I do not drop the face.
So it's not magic, is it?
It is, in a way.
I'm gonna, because
Is it?
I
It's not
am
really, yeah.
uncertain. Here, no. What I gotta. This is one of those things I would have DM'd, but it's gonna take a while. It's gonna be real quick. I'm just gonna remind you. You can drop. I don't know if you're just playing it off as RP, but you can drop it for free.
Mhm.
You can always like
I can't get
revert.
it back for free, though.
No,
Yeah.
but like it. So
Yeah.
I'm just double checking so that you're aware that you can always like default.
I can drop for free. But I'm not
like what
going
you
to.
did during the scrap one fight. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Wow, that was a free drop.
I'm
Actually.
leaving.
That was
She
a
didn't
free
drop
drop.
one.
Wow.
She dropped twice.
No, not once,
Damn.
but twice. Almost a third time too. A secret third thing. Yeah. So she will just very casually now have freckles and just be like, "It is not a trick. It is not an illusion. It is." Josie, would you say it's not really magic? It's sort of magic.
It's
It's
but also
on the cusp.
It's
Not really. It's a thing that Gavanites can do. Some
It's
Gavanites.
like a class trait, sort of.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Racial
So-
trait.
Racial trait, sorry.
Yeah. So, so she'll just say it's not really magic.
So you can turn yourself into whatever you want to look like.
Slowly.
Can you turn into me?
Trish
Slowly.
Trish automatically does it just to
Hang on. And then Tinker If you're watching Tinker's face, his eyes flick to Whole Eater and back.
I do not know if I can be that small.
No,
And
it's
she will
just-
also look at Whole Eater.
No. It's just remarkably similar. That's all.
You saying that? Oh,
No, I'm saying that the Whole Eater's ability to change his form is very, very similar to Morel's, only on a much larger scale and
Did
more
it-
permanent.
that's
Didn't
exactly what I'm
Hold Eater
thinking.
say he got into a ship?
He kind of assimilated
Gaventel is all about change.
Morel,
and the ocean.
can you turn yourself into a boat slowly? If you're looking at her right now, she's turned herself into Tinker. She's gonna.
Muriel's gonna laugh at that.
I will say, with the limitations of disguise self, you turn into a tall tinker.
Yeah, obviously. I'm not gonna say it's the same height or.
Oh my
Thanks.
gosh.
Now I know
was
what I would look
no.
like if I was you, and I never want that in my life ever.
I feel like if Morel could turn into a boat, I didn't think that we would have. Surely we would have seen that already when we were out to sea.
Well, I think because it takes a long time.
I
won't have
mostly
enough
need to
time.
keep in this shape.
No.
2 legs, 2 arms.
So you came here and what? You wanted to see this other Morel? You wanted to?
So the other Morel is the first Morel.
Which
I
means your
wanted
name
to-
is not Morel.
I'm sorry, I'm just gonna break the whole thing, but all I can imagine is Morel digivolves into.
And that's exactly what she is. She's actually a Digimon.
She is a Digimon.
She's a Digimon.
Digimon.
Excellent.
I'm sorry,
Morel is
it's
a
just I'm sitting there just thinking all I can imagine is that.
So is your name not Morel then?
It is not. But I would like for you to call me it for now.
Okay. It's all a little bit confusing.
I came to Peg and I tried to track down Mirel. I wanted to give her money so that she could see her family. And this portrait. And I tried on the same night that I killed the Leviathan. And I was not successful.
Did
That
you?
is the one thing I want to do in Hague.
So you talked to the. You talked to. You can see he's like trying to figure out how to
Figure it
like talk, like how to reference. So you talked to the Morel here for her sister back in your fishing town, or not your fishing town, I guess.
I tried, but now that we look the same, it is. I didn't think it through.
Right. Is she gonna be able to see her sister then?
If I can get her some money, yes. Sad little pocketbook. I'm checking it right now. I'm like,
It's
yeah,
just
probably,
like-
maybe.
This is one of those colon parentheses.
Like,
like
yes.
frowny face.
Tinker tries not to let his weighty pocketbook show.
Look,
So
I don't want to lie to you. But the less you know, the safer you are.
safe from what?
Well, not everyone likes a Gavanite. Not even Gavanites like other Gavanites.
That's right. Other kobolds don't like me either.
What did you do?
Broke the status quo. Melted
Really?
something maybe I shouldn't have melted. Proved a point.
Hopefully not a face.
Did
Not
you
quite.
not? Did you not know that status quos could be melted?
I did not know.
I should have known better.
Is that how you broke it?
But my point is, everyone can have skeletons in their closet. That's fine. You can even use a name that's not quite yours. Also fine. Again, what you do in the moment is what's important. And so far, you've done nothing but either A, be supportive of Forest, which is, I mean, you have the patience of a saint, and B, you helped me get revenge on the man who dropped a giant whale on me, so, you know, you're not all
I
bad.
hate that he corrected himself.
I mean, a whale.
No, that's canon now, that he was actually supposed to say the right thing and then he swapped back.
Yeah.
And he says it, and he just, oh my god. And she just goes,
So, doesn't matter what you're hiding. At the moment, you're a good egg.
I'm not mad, if that's what you're worried about. I'm just confused more than anything.
it is a bit confusing.
But if you want me to still call you Morel and not whatever your other name is, that's fine.
Just for now.
Fair enough. Will you tell me one day, though? I like to know.
I'll even show you my face.
Oh, right. Clicks. What do you look like, then? I suppose you can look like anything.
I look
Is
very...
that even a valid question? Pondering for the first time.
Knows what valid means.
I was actually thinking that myself.
Valid.
I was like, what the
Yeah,
hell?
Merle
He's,
Good.
he's probably just copying something he heard Tinker say.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
He's trying to sound intelligent. He's doing his best.
He's doing great.
Tinker would wink and go, I wonder if it's any more gaunt than the current face.
You know. I don't know how to answer that.
Wait, is Eleonora a Gavanite as well?
Can everyone make me a perception check? I don't want to play DM here, but I really do want to know.
I'll you know what? I'll back you on this.
Thank you.
It's your cat.
Oh, that's
Could I
terrible.
stop
That's
rolling
terrible.
below my
Dirty
passive?
20.
Dirty
Seven.
20, let's fucking go.
Roll
7.
10,
Fucking
passive
cat.
14, if that helps.
Okay. I don't know if Josie wants to describe this or if I should.
I don't know how much detail are we talking.
Who got the 20? Just Tinker. Tinker, you're looking closely at this cat who has just kind of like pulled itself out of the backpack, and you're not sure how you didn't see it for like so many weeks.
Mm.
This is an octopus.
Yeah, there's definitely a scene like all 4 legs are actually 2 tentacles just squeezed together.
It has been trying to hold itself into
Yeah,
like a little
it's been flexing for a week trying to look like a cat.
and she will say, Eleonora, you can relax. And it just
And
goes.
you slump.
So now I think the rest of you can also see that
Oh,
Eleonora is an octopus and has been living inside of the bottle of seawater in Meryl's bank this whole time.
you're a weird cat.
And Meryl
wait,
Eleonora kind of like and gets in for a slap.
Hang on.
Oh, hello.
So it's a talking octopus.
Pat, 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 pat.
It is not talking. That was my sending stone, and the first time was me, invisible. And
Oh,
to my
why would-
knowledge,
Now I feel stupid. Why would you make me letting me think that I could talk for days on end? Now I'm angry. I
Well,
wasn't
it
angry
is
before.
funny.
Now I'm angry. That's just cruel.
Oh, I'm sure Eleonora could talk. Can't you?
And like you just get a little tentacle like bloop, bloop, right on the nose.
Well, she seems a lot more amicable to attention now that she's not pretending to be a cat.
I did not plan on taking her with me, but she is quite a stowaway.
You know, octopuses are devilishly cunning.
Yeah. The lore is that she hid in the backpack until it was too late for me to turn around.
Surprise!
Like, surprise! Oh no!
Da-da-da-da-da.
Wow, I love that. You guys finally know it's an octopus. Nice. I'm so happy. Yeah.
It's not one cat, it's 8 cats.
Not sure of the logic. Mirel just nods.
Well, this has been a wonderful, getting to know each other session. We
The
still
dead
need
body of the scrapped one's his leg.
Yeah,
we
it's just-
still need to deal with this.
I know.
So unless there's any other questions,
Oh, where are you actually from then?
I am from the Free Sedum. Beyond the Rend.
I realise
Frodo has
now I
no clue.
probably shouldn't have asked. 'Cause
Like, I don't know where that is.
no, Forrest, you know where that is. Remember you were talking to that other bird man about it.
Well, the Birdman was nae from there, though.
No, different sea.
No, the
Because it is
bird-
a different sea, isn't it? It's very different directions.
Completely opposite
Completely
direction.
opposite direction.
No, he was from, what was it? It was Reckles Reach, which is in the Havenlands, which is past the Emerald Deep Sea, which is the other side of the Amberlands,
No, I'm
which
sorry.
is where we are right now.
Hmm.
The fact you repeated
Don't
it so
be
many
silly,
times, it
Tinker.
kind of just melded together in my head. Not going to lie.
Well, was it nice there, or did you leave because it was bad?
It was beautiful.
And you came to this dump.
I know.
So, why'd you leave then, if it was so nice?
I left because my grandmother encouraged me to see the world.
It's pretty big.
Hmm.
Kind of trashy.
A little bit.
I hope the rest of the world's not like this, though. This is a lot of trash.
Mhm. Well, I can't quite blame them. Now she looks over the scrapped one. Shall we? And she's gonna try and unceremoniously like roll the rest of him onto the floor because he's clearly not fitting on the.
Oh,
He's just not.
let me.
Like there's still like the wetness of his body is seeping into the floorboards. He's got this like acid pitted armor on him. You do realize at this point as well that his prosthetic arm, the hand is missing.
Huh.
What? I don't like that.
What happened to the hand?
Did
Didn't
we
it,
lose the
it,
hand?
no, remember it was. Yeah, remember it detached when it grabbed Trish, and Trish kind of like
oh, when
remember it
we
wrapped
did
around
the,
her?
yeah.
probably just fell on the
Okay.
ground. I don't think it's.
Wasn't
I don't
there
think we
like
left
a?
them.
Wasn't it attached to a rope, which was attached to him?
Yeah, but it detached.
I hope we did
Oh.
not lose it in town.
No. It was definitely on the floating pile of trash.
Tinker is correct. Like after the ability was used, the metal wire itself was detached from the arm.
Ah,
Hmm.
That's why when the scrapped one did fall unconscious, Trish wasn't immediately let free. She had to.
Yeah.
right. I getcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, you see,
Got
like
him.
there are chunks, especially around his abdominal region and one of his shoulders. The armor has completely melted away, like eroded by the acid. There are stains all over, and he also seemed to have been bleeding quite heavily. You can see the burned, charred wood inside the armor, and this thick sap-like blood. That's, well, at this point stopped, but there's like stains of it around. And he also has that thick cloak made up of just sewn together patches of fabric.
Well, shall we try and get him out of this then? And he kind of wraps his knuckles on the armor.
Trish goes, I'm going to leave that to you guys.
She's like, absolutely not.
I'm going to go get myself cleaned up, and I'm going to go rest.
No problem, Trish. And he kind of just like hoists him up like I'm imagining like in with Fallout power armor, how they've got those little hoists that hold the armor up. The Forrest is basically just going to become the armor hoist and pull him up so that Tinker can like undo buckles and whatever things.
Morel, I want to make a check because I don't think there are buckles.
Oh, I don't think there's buckles either.
I don't think there's.
Anyone who wants to have a look over can make an investigation check.
Okay.
Will do.
Yeah, can I assist Tinkers?
Please
sure.
give me advantage.
Yeah,
Never
that's what you
mind.
get.
I think Morel's got this, but I'll roll the advantage because
I'll be helping because I have a bit of knowledge about putting on heavy armor.
Yeah.
All right. We'll take there's a natural 20 from Morel and a 19 from Tinker.
Nice. Let's go.
Mirel, you realize easily that there are no buckles anywhere. I will say with your natural 20, you do see that all 4 frames and lenses are still attached to what you have.
She will point that out to Tinker.
2 of them are on the prosthetic arm, and 2 of them are on the armor, almost like where like mantle buckles would be, like the mantle like holders.
Yeah.
And I will say with that natural 20 also, the right one, the one on the scrap one's right shoulder, seemed connected to whatever he did with the mace that scared your friends.
Ah, okay. Yes.
So I'm letting you know, while you have the item, Mace of Terror, in your inventory, it is only functional when it is used in combination with that lens.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Morel
So
will mention that one seems to be connected to the mace.
Is-
I don't
is
know
that
if
one
she
of the
saw the other one
ones-
flare with the fire or not.
Was that one of the
Yeah,
ones on the
the-
armor or one of the ones on the arm?
That's one on the armor.
Got it. Okay.
Because only the big prosthetic arm has lenses on it, and then the shoulder bits. One of the shoulder has that dark, smoky gray color, and the other one looks almost like a sunstone. It has that deep orange, fiery color to it, and it lit up when Forrest hit the scrap one the first time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, I suppose would Tinker be able to?
I will say Tinker's knowledge. That was Morel's knowledge bit. Tinker, you see different things. You do see there are no buckles, but there are weaknesses in the armor where they have been opened and re-welded many times. That has affected the structural integrity. So even though that looks like the thickest part of the armor, where these seams are, that is probably where it's the easiest to break through.
Would it be pushing it too much to also do a medicine check? Because if he doesn't have,
trying to figure out,
I want to know if the armor is just attached. Like how did they just nail it into him? I want to know.
Make a medicine check.
I would like to see.
Good question.
15.
That is exactly what they did.
Because he probably either was found or like was in such a state that he just needed it to
It's a little cloudy in
Oh.
here, guys.
Oh,
It's just a little cloudy. She feels
Oh.
really bad about that.
And a thick mist starts filling the room as with the mask off, maybe you see like a bit of Mirel's eyes tearing up. As she realizes that, like, seeing through various holes in the armor, that there are indeed like anchor points where rods almost seem to penetrate into the body of the scrapped one.
Mhm.
And she tries to like clear it away. Sorry.
Just waves the mist.
Yeah, just waving the mist away.
Goes,
so that
opens
Tinker
the
can
window.
see. Yeah.
well, I feel like with enough time, I could probably get and Tinker would indicate to the mantles. I could probably get those off. We can get the lenses and the mantles there. The arm could be a little bit of an issue.
What do you
Because-
mean?
With your investigation check, I will let you know the arm doesn't look like it's attached to the armor the same way.
Hmm.
It looks like it might be detachable through some mechanism.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, not that I can't detach it. Give it enough time or enough firepower, I can detach anything. But more so,
Have you seen it?
he's done it once.
He'll do
Twice.
it
You
again.
count the trees that you murdered.
But I'm more thinking, because again, going back to how we get out of the situation of, we kind of started that fight. We kind of killed a man. This man had influence in the city. I think the only way we can kind of get out of this, and I know, Forrest, how you feel about lying, but I think presenting the arm of the scrapped one and saying, we got away, but we did fight, is being both honest and kind of curbing the truth.
Mm.
Otherwise, we tell Harold that it was my idea to lie because I was scared, which is true.
I'm sure you'd understand that.
Hold on, can we just... Orb, could you sit up, please? that was the slouchiest I've seen you in a long time. Are you okay, buddy?
Yeah, get in there.
Okay. Just want to check in.
I think you'd understand.
But there will be punishment, and I do not know what that will be.
I didn't see it like we started that fight.
I pushed him.
I might have also tripped a wire in his
What?
office. Well, you were talking. I decided to go and have a little poke around, and there was a tripwire, and I was
I'm
like,
not taking the full blame anymore. I was very upset with myself, but now I'm upset with you too.
I'm telling you now. I
Well,
wasn't
no,
hiding.
look, you still have a choice. You can be angry, but it doesn't mean you have to hit someone or attack them, right? I did not
And I
like that
know-
man at all. I'll
I know
tell you
he
that now.
threatened Eobard, and she puts a hand on Forrest's arm. And if we are being honest, I likely would have had to kill him someday, regardless. So you might have done me a favor. But I know you could not take the chance. No one blames you for that.
I understand. I appreciate you saying so. I think, though, what I'm trying to say is, even if you don't like someone, and I certainly didn't like this one, I wasn't going to attack him unless he attacked us first. And he did. That I can say for sure. So anything that happened after that was his own choice.
Well, if we are going to tell the truth, we might want to keep his armor intact. But we could still, and she's looking at Tinker, we could still have a look at his arm
When you look back at Tinker, he's already popped off one of the mantles. You hear this crack, and when he's got his tools out,
Ooh.
and he's like, "Oh, sorry, we're keeping him together."
I mean,
You hear the door open at that point. Trish has come back in. I had a bit of an idea about something, which might sound stupid. Why don't we bring Harold here?
This is punctuated by another crack, as Tinker has now completely removed one of the mantles.
And Forrest sort of like leans his head over around the side of the body to look at Trish. And like, I think wasn't that already what we were gonna do?
Oh, I don't know if that was the idea. Just we have to own up some way, don't we?
We kind of take this. He says, shaking the body. We kind of take this into the city.
Where's holding still?
And,
sort of
and,
Tinker.
and Trish, by the sound of the cracking and the moving of the body, yeah, I'm good. And closes the door again.
Trish, it's a good idea. Oh, he's gone.
So to clarify, are you trying to remove the frames?
Yes, the frames.
That's holding
yeah,
the lenses.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
Tinker would know that you would still have to do some work to make them functional on other pieces
Yes.
of armor, but they would be considered the material components.
It's more like he's trying to like. I was gonna say it was either whichever was easier. He was either gonna just take the whole shoulder pad off, or he was going to carefully remove the frame. One of the two.
Yeah. So which one have you cracked off fully now?
I would say the smoky orange one. No, sorry, the one was smoky, one was orange. The orangey one.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep.
Mirel is actually going to follow Trish out, just catch up to her for a second, and say, I like your idea, Trish. One of us will have to go and get him. But, you know a lot about the world.
Only by the books.
Do you have a book on the Hothak religion?
Would Trish read this at some point in her life?
Yes, you would have had to study various cultures and beliefs. You can make a history check.
She responds, and I used to have a book before it got wet.
That was exactly what I was going to say if you didn't have anything prepared.
Yeah.
He was
I
a victim of circumstance.
I sort of remember reading it very early in my studies. But as you can expect, a lot of studies and stuff happened, and I was carrying it around, and then obviously water is not book's best friend.
No, that is fine. I was hoping to get a glimpse into burial rituals.
Oh, I mean, I could tell you the burial rituals of what us Dragonborn, not Dragonborn, sorry, but Rose and us Dragonkin alike would do.
I will also let you, if you want to, Trish, make a religion check to see if you remember what was written in the book.
You know what? I might actually do my first push.
Ooh! First
Because-
push forever.
Trish has never pushed yet. So what is it? It'll be 1d8 for a push.
No,
Reckon
1d4.
24.
It's 1d4.
You're thinking your bardic inspiration, boy.
1d100.
I'll make it a 14.
Nice.
14. I'll say 14 is enough to know the bare minimum. You at least know that they... you remember that they cremate the dead, but you can't remember... They had something they do with the remains after, but you can't remember that part.
So we do have to burn their body.
Why do I feel like you would not like that?
Well, cremation is a thing that happens a lot when people don't like to be buried, and what I've read, it could be possibly that they were very much dust to dust people, not earth to earth people. But
You know, I'm gonna let you make another religion check to see if you get some more
Ooh.
DM hints.
I love that. Also, I was hoping it wasn't.
Hey,
Oh my
There
god!
we go.
from
There-
nat
I will
ones to
say
nat 20s.
you take this information as you will. The scrapped one lived in Hague for a very long time, but originally was from Thirobon. And they have a very different belief on how to treat their dead.
Oh.
Which Forrest would probably be very in tune with, since he's also from that region. But you do remember that they tend to simply leave their dead out in nature and let nature reclaim them.
So we are dumping him overboard. Okay.
Trish sort of goes, we can't really cremate on the boat here.
No.
What?
What do you
Vessels
mean?
made out of wood? What's the worst that could happen?
No, I was.
So your original idea, burial at sea, might be the best thing. But we have some political problems that, I'm not going to lie, I really can't get involved with. I personally, maybe Tinker will be involved with it, but he's got to know that I've got no part in his killing at all, because it could lead to very bad political stances in the continent.
I understand.
He wasn't much of a boss though, right? Wasn't that what Harold was saying, that he wasn't that high up in the things and he just used some people or something?
I think that his people liked him, but I do not know that he did everything for his people because he liked them back.
Because I didn't remember seeing him. No, I'm probably confused.
Forrest,
Aye.
and I'm gonna pull out the acorn that I got. And Morel doesn't know trees. She doesn't know trees. What are trees? Why do we have trees? She's gonna hold it out to you and say, "Do you know what seed this is from?"
Oh, well, let me have a look here. So we're gonna cup it in
It's
his
a
hand.
very large, pristinely beautiful acorn that has like a very fresh, verdant color to the seed itself, and the cap is almost golden, but it is natural.
Alright, then this is a thing. Have I ever seen something like this in the
Make a nature check.
Mm.
in the old homelands with all the trees? 14.
14. You for sure know that it's an acorn. It's from an oak. But it is, as you're holding it, you can feel something. Like it's warm. Like it's emanating its own heat.
Okay.
And I will say currently, with the current result, you know that it's an acorn, but something more.
Can I... Hold on.
Can I smut it?
Could I...
Tinker tries to eat it.
What
He
I'd
wants
like
to-
to do, Josie, and you can adjudicate this as you like.
I'll bring my gavel.
I'd like to use my channel divinity
Uh-huh.
because I'm Oath of the Ancients, right, which is all sort of nature based.
Yep.
Could I'd like to try and use channel divinity to, sort of like close my eyes and focus on this and see if I can, like, because there's definitely something unusual. Like, it doesn't feel like just a tree seed, like you said. So I'd like to expend a use of it to try and feel it out in a in whatever sense that can give me, I guess.
Okay.
Like
What
in
is
a
your
divine sense?
Yeah. What is your channel divinity, what effects does it usually have access to?
So the two things I can do with it at the moment.
One is turn to faithless, I believe.
No, I don't get that.
No?
No,
It's higher level then, I think. Or is it...
Possibly? No, I get Divine Sense as one thing, and I get Nature's Wrath as the other thing.
Nature's Wrath. Hold on, I gotta look up. Why my brain? Where's my brain? Brain? Why brain?
Basically conjures spectral vines and they grab things.
Brain?
Absolutely love that.
Brain? Brain? Brain?
Brain?
Wait, brain? Hold on. I'm just braining.
Yeah, could I use my Divine Sense as an Oath of the Ancients Paladin to try and probe a bit deeper into its essence and get a
I'll say yes, of course. I love the idea. I was just my brain is stuck, you know, when you get a thought
Brain
in your
is
head,
braining.
you're like I can't do anything until this is gone. No, it's a 2014 thing that you had turned the faithless when you were in Oath of the Ancients. But yeah, I'll for sure allow, and you're just trying to...
Yeah, just like to be still for a moment, just hold this acorn and close my eyes and kind of just focus on the nature connection of this thing and what sense I get from it.
You close your eyes. You listen to the rain and quite easily find yourself in something akin to a meditative state as you focus on the warmth that is currently held between your palms. You start to feel in the darkness a little green light. And it comes closer, or are you moving closer to it? The light takes a shape, or is there a shape within the light? As in, within this light, you see something gross. An intelligent life. A life of nature. So you get the imagery of not only a budding sapling, but also a person. This could one day become a mighty oak who walks these lands. This is the scrapped one's unborn child.
That log had a child.
Yep. That's what I thought. I was about to say, is this a scrapped one's kid? Yep.
Yeah. And
Alright.
do you say that part out loud? And we just go, huh?
I do. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, trees give seed, and the seed grows into a new tree. That's what this is.
I'm too young for this responsibility.
Do
I'm not ready to be a father.
we
I barely know how to take care of Trish.
Oh my gosh. Do we plant it?
I think it would be right.
But not here.
Not here.
Do you want me to hold on to it?
I mean, if you want to, I can hold on to it as well if you like.
He gave it to you.
Did he?
I think you were a little busy to notice, but it
Impaling
was at
him.
your feet.
Well, I suppose. And he sort of just ponders for a moment. Things only grow to be sick. They didn't start sick. Perhaps this one will grow up and do well where he could not.
As you stand there, partly in the doorway leading to the captain's quarters, Trish, the one who's actually standing outside, you hear some loud conversations, people trying to have a full conversation from a distance as they're approaching each other during this pouring rain.
Trish sort of makes note to the group, but she's gonna really try and hone in and listen to what they're saying.
Okay, make a perception check.
She hears nothing over the rain.
Okay, well, there you go.
How the fuck do you roll all those 20s last week? And I'm getting like 3 1s this week.
Um,
Luck.
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 It's the luck of
Good.
the dice.
Maybe, maybe we need like a little pot. Need a little pot, and we'll grow it in a pot.
you'll grow your own Groot.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We probably need soil from Theravon, though. This soil sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
so she made
that's not
mention
hard
to
to
the
catch.
group that there is a group of people talking. So they're definitely in the earshot, but she makes mention she can't hear them properly.
Tinker will sigh and then walk outside and give it a listen.
Approaching now hurriedly, as this cloaked individual has spoken to the proprietor of the docks, who's currently in the process of putting something quite hefty into a pocket inside his cloak.
Yep.
Of course.
Yep.
With hurried steps, a large backpack,
Oh.
Vanya approaches.
Uh-oh.
And she quickly, she spots Trish, jumps on board and says, Nyla says we have to leave immediately.
Is Nyla coming?
No.
All right, let's go. We need to get out of here. Let's go.
Wait, hold on. What? Why? What happened?
And Vanya, like, almost pushes her way into the cabin.
No, don't go in.
It is fine, Tinker.
And she looks down for later. And then she turns around, looks at all of you, and then gestures for Trish to get into the cabin.
Trish comes inside.
And then hands you a letter.
What's going on?
What does the letter say?
Vanya's here, by the way.
I am shutting the
Vanya
cabin
has
door, by
just
the way.
stepped in and she like pulls the cloak
Yeah.
back. She's wearing traveler clothes. She's got a bunch of extra like satchels and pockets on her. She's got a big backpack. It has a lot of component pouches on the backpack itself. And the letter, signed by Nyla, says something akin to, I received word back from Wormcrest. While you have been excused, they had already put out a bounty on Tinker. Apparently, for different reasons, they finally came to the verdict, and his
It's just a good
sentencing
opportunity
is-
to get rid of him.
he has been sentenced to death.
Dude, she grabs this and she literally hands it to Tinker and go, Tinker, you've been sentenced to death.
You what?
That's only like half the letter, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh my
she
God.
doesn't matter. She's handing it over.
The
at
second
that
half
point.
is just kidding.
Tinker will read out the second half.
Lol,
The
JK,
second half-
unless.
Yeah.
The second half states that I sent Vanya with you because the plot against her was moved up. I don't understand exactly what this entails or why this is being done, but the Traceless are coming for her as well.
Oh.
Oh shit. Okay.
And then it just signed Nyla. Well, it also says like GTFO.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Tinker will sort of go, right, well, about time they made a decision. Excellent. We should listen to the letter and go, but while you all get ready, I'll be 2 seconds. And he rummages in his backpack, pulls out just a random, what does he pull out? He pulls out like a piece of random wood, like just wood out of his backpack. And he rushes out the door.
Tink, does he jump off the ship or
Yeah,
no?
he does. He jumps off the ship.
Tinker?
and he's running to catch up to the person that Nyla put that massive pouch of coins.
Okay, you do spot this person. I'm just gonna
What was
remind
their name
myself
again?
of the name.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna find. It is here somewhere. Hold
Where's he
on, I have
going?
it.
What's he doing?
Trish has gone outside and she's looking over the
He's
side of the boat.
yelled back, I'll be back in a second!
Doesn't matter. she's
Henrietta.
Henrietta.
Mm-hmm.
As Tinker's running, he is using his magical tinkering.
Are you recording a
and
message?
He's recording a message.
He's
on this
talking
piece
to
of
a
wood.
stick.
Yeah, he's talking to a stick. He's talking to the stick, and
Past
he.
approves.
Yep. I thought he would. And it's a message for Harold, and he will ask Henrietta to pass this to Harold. Take this stick to Harold.
She looks at it. She looks at you. And then you see like her other hand feels that like coin pouch he was given, and she says, "All right, let's see that he gets it."
What's the message?
Ooh.
He.
Well, you can DM me
I will
if you
think
want
of the
to keep it
message,
secret.
but
Yeah.
Tinker wants to give him a very particular message.
Yeah.
And then he runs back to
Right.
the ship, and he sort of clambers back and he's like, "Right, we can go."
And then
Henry?
you hear,
All aboard!
Go. What about Harold?
I just took care of that.
What about Morel? The other one?
Tinker looks at Al Morel.
She can wait, I'm sure.
I mean, I can find other transport. Really, honestly, it's just me and Vanya who are in trouble. We can just go. If you guys
Get
want to stay.
downstairs.
Yes,
Where
ma'am.
is Nail?
Vanya will look to you, Trish, and say, "What are the Traceless?"
This is not the time to talk about the Traceless right now. We just need to go.
Okay. She nods, and she also like goes down into the cabin area, and you just hear inside the captain's quarters, you hear
Full sail ahead!
as the ship just starts moving out to sea.
Get up, buddy. Get on the bloody wheel.
Runs out into the rain, grab the wheel, and Mirel, still in the cabin,
With a hastily dropped, scrapped one.
Yep.
yeah,
I
laying
would
on the
like to know
floor.
you did drop the scrap one when you took the acorn on Tinker. He had to scrabble for a few seconds to get out from underneath. It
Also,
was-
currently, Eleonora is trying to squeeze inside the armor.
I knew she would be, especially the little like face
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Absolutely,
She's
like
for
halfway in
sure,
there.
for sure.
For
She's like, oh,
sure
this is a
in
great
there.
hidey hole.
Like this is the best. Like Eleanor, that is
We'll
disgusting.
properly loot the body later.
yeah.
Mhm.
As Hold Eater asks you, Mirel, where are we going?
First, away from here. Second,
All right,
east.
east it is. Which way's that?
Didn't they go west?
They went west, but Forrest needs to find Eobard. You can talk to me later.
Which way was Bonecrest? Because Trish is going to
East.
suggest.
That is also to the east.
East.
Yeah, so definitely Trish will go, we do not want to go east. We want to go west.
Are you in
And
there?
then in Tinker's head, out of curiosity, she goes, do you know who the Traceless is? Just nod or...
Tinker's downstairs. He got
Oh.
told to go downstairs, and he was
True.
that was a scolding. He was not saying no to.
Oh, well,
That was
Trish,
yes, ma'am.
Trish
moment.
is just curious if you know, so she's going to go find you.
Well, he does know because
All right, he was more or less
Dialogue
curious
problem.
if... Hey, I wasn't sure if...
I'm just looking at a map. You know what? She just
Oh,
says
we're-
away from here.
We're mapping.
We're mapping. I see.
Well,
Didn't
you're
know if those roads were
currently
rolling.
there.
Yeah. Fuck it. South first,
focus.
and then we can go west.
or east.
We can
We'll see.
discuss where to go.
Yeah, we'll south first, and then we'll just get away from the port. How's
Yeah.
that?
Away from the coast
like them
first, and
apples.
then we'll figure it out.
Just not north, because that just doesn't work. Anywhere
No.
but north, okay?
No.
So, as the Hold Eater moves out, leaving the port outside of Hague, with the rain coming down upon you all, the deck seems to empty itself out of water somehow. In the cold, but taking no heed, Forrest turns the wheel to make sure that you're steering right out into the ocean, just getting distance. Tinker and Trish in one cabin, about to have a conversation about the Traceless. Miss Mirelle is now inside her own quarters, with what's left of the scrapped one. And Vanya, former member of the Ingenuity of Hague, is also aboard. And that's where we're gonna end for today.
Mm. Oh
Let's
my
be honest. We
God.
all knew Tinker was going to get, have assassins come after. him at
Oh,
some point.
yeah.
I thought you would. I didn't
Well-
think it would be the Traceless.
If not them, I mean, obviously someone was going to go
Someone.
after you at
Yeah.
some point for
Yeah.
something you've done.
For apparently.
Apparently,
honest
it's just
faith.
sooner rather than later.
Yeah, he probably did the worst Hawk Tua you can ever do.
Oh boy,
It was
did
a
he
big
ever!
one.
It was a
Nice.
big one.
It was a big one. We love
That
that.
was a big one.
They won't be forgetting it anytime soon.
It's okay. I took someone's
No.
space. We've all
It's
done
been-
weird things.
Yeah,
I borrowed.
Borrowed.
Fully intending to give.
more like plagiarized.
Hmm,
Yeah,
okay.
I basically, they were like, sure, just make it seem like your own. And I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're like,
You asked if you could like copy their homework, and they
Yeah,
said sure,
yeah.
but make it your own. And you're like, yeah, sure, and
And
you
I
just copied
didn't.
it directly.
I
yeah.
copied it
Yeah,
directly.
and you
There was
caused problem
no
for
preface.
both of you.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
See,
Yeah.
you submitted yours first, and now the other Morel's getting
Yeah.
investigated for plagiarism.
I mean, I
It's just
copied
a
it
big
off
mess.
the portrait too, so there's that.
Yeah.
Okay, they will like.
and it's
Matt
even on
from
tracing
Abura.
paper. Like, there's no doubt
Yeah.
about what happened.
Did you put the paper up to their face and like trace it that way? And-
No!
and you did it?
Her
Yeah.
little sister's a very talented artist and drew a
And,
picture, wanted her older sister to see how well she was doing now with her art.
And then
And
you turned
I
around,
stole
came to
face.
sister and said, "Yeah, I'm very proud of you, younger sister." That's just weird.
Does that mean Morel has like small details that are just like drawing specific?
Muriel
Like there's a
probably
bit of
is.
shading which is just a bit wrong. You just like catch the light incorrectly on like,
Like,
one
wait,
cheekbone.
I think she would probably like. It's very possible that they have very minute detailed differences because the last time she would have seen her sister would have maybe been like a year or so. So it
Yeah,
could
has
be
this
like maybe
Unusual
yes,
cell shading.
yeah.
No, but also Mirelle is from a place where art is very, very important.
Right.
She probably doesn't look pixelated. Probably.
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 oh,
Yeah,
shit,
what resolution is your
the
face in?
texture wasn't rendered
The
properly.
texture. The one hair
You
strand.
look at
texture is
Morel
not
from the
there.
wrong angle, you just see straight through her.
Yeah.
Like if you go
Side
too
is
close,
movie.
your face can actually face through hers, and you see like her eyeballs
She's just
inside.
got like no collision in places. Like
Yeah. It's like this is really weird.
Tinker just types no clip into his keyboard and just
Yeah.
pastes right through.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed today, players and viewers alike. Some amazing RP, some amazing lore drops, and just really looking forward to what happens next.
Me as well.
Back on
Did
the
you
ocean.
guys? I mean, I know you knew the cat was weird. Who guessed octopus?
Nah, that was
No.
not on my bingo list.
I guessed not cat, maybe
not
fish, but
I
definitely
got
didn't
ooze.
guess octopus.
I was going ooze.
Cuddly,
Ooze.
Cuddly,
Yeah.
can't you tell everyone her full name, please?
I could tell everyone her full name. She never got in trouble enough to use it, but she actually has 5 names.
Oh my god.
It is Eleonora, Isabella, Gertrude, Heidi, Theodora. And you only get to number 5 if she keeps being naughty. It's kind of like a countdown. But if you take the first letter of all of those names, it spells out 8, which was my hint to all of you. But I never got through them all.
There's so many layers to this not cat.
I had so many layers.
Talking about what cats like doing, I'm gonna go sleep.
Oh,
Nice.
shit. Wow, what a
Nice
great segue.
segue.
Speaking
Nice,
of,
nice.
before you go, you gotta say the thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna stop. Thanks for hanging out. Good night.
Perfect. Good night.
Perfect.
See you, Obi.
Oh, geez, so much lore. We're getting into the juice, and the traceless are on your tails.
I'm so excited to find out what the traceless are.
Well, that's the thing. You won't find out because they're traceless.
Oh shit.
I mean, we haven't not heard of them before.
You've
We've
heard
definitely
the name
heard of
before.
them,
Yeah.
yeah. But you guys probably know.
Nyla and Trish have discussed the traceless.
Yeah.
Tinker
The
knows
gist
the
we
name.
got was basically just very good, very sneaky trackers and assassins, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Spies, the best kind.
And let's be real, they can probably fly.
They-
So we should probably know that they're gonna get on the ship somehow.
Mhm.
Like that's just now that Trish can fly, I'm like, yeah, probably everyone can fly. I hope my hope is that they're not full grown dragons because that would
that
suck.
would be a problem.
That would be
a problem.
a bad time for all of us.
Josie, I don't like the look on your face right now. Are they dragons, Josie? Are the traceless all just full-grown dragons? Josie,
I can neither confirm nor
Yeah,
deny.
Josie!
No, the thing is, the answer is maybe.
Me, oh god.
The
depending
answer
on
is-
who.
The answer is no. Here's an actual honest answer.
Okay.
You might find out.
Because boy howdy did Tinker fuck around.
Yeah,
So-
Tinker fucked around. If anything, you blame
Honestly,
Tinker
yeah,
because
like-
he's in a lot of trouble.
I feel like the graph of like Tinker fucking around and finding out. If fucking around is our, x-axis here, it's just been like at a 0, but all the way over here, and it's about to go straight up.
Well, it's one of
Actually,
those.
that's what you see, but honestly, it started at the top.
It's one of those.
Believe it or not, it's been going down ever since you met him.
That's
It's been
wild.
doing a lot better
So
lately.
it's like,
I'm imagining it's one of
Yeah.
those like coin flip situations, right? Where you like, where you flipped a coin like 100 times, but somehow you've gotten like 100 heads. So statistically, probability wise, you would argue that with another couple of hundred coin flips, they're all just going to be the opposite now, which is the finding out part.
That's
No,
it.
one day, Tinker might actually tell you the full story.
I do
I'm not
want
gonna
that.
spoil it for
No,
you.
no.
But
would
I
love
feel like the punishment fits the crime.
He
If anything,
may
they've
still
been
take it
lenient.
to his grave. I don't know.
If anything, they've been lenient.
Oh wow.
They just let him go was a fucking miracle.
I am so
Yeah, because they
excited.
had to weigh the pros and cons.
Do we keep him here or not? No, just get him the fuck out. We'll deal with it later.
Yeah, like just make sure he's not around while we talk about it.
Honestly, when it's put like that, because Mirelle was super worried that she's like, oh my god, I'm a Gavanite. People are going to hate me because of who I am. People hate you because of what you've done. So I'm off the hook.
Yeah, there's no like.
No wonder you weren't mad. You were just
There's
like,
no
oh,
racism
that's
involved.
nothing.
It's just him.
It's just
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this is personal. That's all it is.
Yeah,
No wonder he
yeah.
was going, look,
Incredibly
no
personal.
wonder he's saying, like, it's what you do now. Because if you look at what you've done previously,
Mm.
yeah, no, you judged it.
Yeah,
Various war crimes.
Though if we're being completely honest and fair, what Tinker did had horrible consequences, but he didn't necessarily do it for nefarious reasons.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
that
he did
tracks.
something that's bad enough to warrant having a price tag on his head.
Mm,
Yeah,
mhm,
yeah, yeah.
mhm. That's okay. Well, you're part of the crew now, so we obviously are going to fight off whatever dragons or dragonkin come.
I'm imagining it's something like akin to whoever decided that like putting lead in petrol was the best idea ever. You know, inadvertently killed millions,
That's great.
but
But, yeah.
it wasn't the intention.
I'm not gonna say.
Why do I feel like we're all just
Tinker's
going to end
story
up
to
as
tell.
pirates? Like, I think we've been looking for pirates, but the more we go on this ship, I think we're going to be the pirates that the pirates that Forrest was looking for were us the whole time.
Tinker
The
will
real
get a little
pirates
marker.
is the party members you find along the way.
Yes.
Tinker will get a little marker and like mark out his monocles, and then it's like an eye patch.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, nice.
That's well.
Oh. Or just like the leather, just attach like leather straps that go like across the face, the way an eye patch would, but it's still just a monocle.
Or he just wears an eye patch on the other eye, so it's one eye patch, other eye
Oh,
monocle.
one eye monocle.
Yeah,
That's
there
very
you go.
classy.
Wow, that's pretty good.
I
That's
like
pretty
that.
good.
Mm.
Very good. Well, I know that there's someone here who's got to wake up in just a few hours.
Oh yeah.
4. Nah, 5.
Yeah, so-
Literally 5 from now, yes.
Oh my
So,
god.
Cutley, if you wouldn't mind wrapping this up for us.
I got this. Well, I guess first we're gonna go around the table. So hi, I'm Cuddly Raptor. I've been playing Mirel, who may not be Mirel. Oh my God, lore. And
That
she's
means
the
she
friendly.
might have a last name and she's a
She
nerd.
might have a last name, and she
God.
might be a nerd this whole
Could
time.
be. Maybe she's just living in denial, hardcore
I think
denial.
she just thinks that she doesn't want to be a nerd, but she's actually a giant nerd.
Got
Yeah,
it.
who I can finally say is a Gabonite sorcerer
Yeah,
with not a cat. She's got an octopus.
not a cat.
Gotcha.
Not a cat.
All right, handing it over to the goodest boy in game because they're both good boys. in real life.
I like the caveat.
I had to, yeah. I had to be specific. Yeah.
That's good.
Oh yeah, okay, I guess that's me. Hi, I was Roju this game, or Participation Award,
Are
or
you still-
Forrest Barkley.
Would you?
Oh my God, you're Forrest Barkley playing
my
Road
God.
I know.
Oh my God.
It's a twisted web we weave. You know, she's not really Morel.
And, look-
I'm actually Forrest Barkley playing as Roju otherwise.
Wait. If you plant the acorn, is that the first tree of the forest?
You want to make a tree army
right.
with me?
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
March of the Ents. Let's go.
Ha. You'll have a bunch of ents by the end.
Is this how we get ants?
This is how we get it.
That's how you get ents.
That's how you get Ents.
Anyway, I think
actually
you were about to
fantastic.
pass it over to.
I
the last
probably
person.
was. Yeah, I'm a paladin. Whatever. This is that guy.
Whatever.
And lastly, and kind of least because he's
Height-wise.
small. Height-wise, yeah, he's small. He's small. I'm Aussie Defro, who's not quite as small as Tinker, but someone might say he is kind of close as well. Tinker
small.
Slobsnout, Kobold Artificer, who spat in the face of the status quo, and now it might be catching up with him.
Probably literally. That's what I'm saying.
Literally or figuratively, you
Could have been both,
It
really.
was the more I hear this, the more I think it's an actual person named Status Quo.
Oh, please. I would love it.
I mean, what has Tinker said about kobolds?
I
Yeah.
mean,
And their names.
Awesome.
and last week we have our beautiful DM,
No.
who is always
Thought I could
lovely
get away
and
with it.
benevolent. And no,
Yeah.
you couldn't. You can never. And she has been playing Josie Poser, and she also is Josie Poser. Lord.
Oh shit. You almost. Well, thank you for that. But I'm just gonna say before we go, last thing, Larsban, if you're still in chat, I'm just gonna let everyone know that you almost met Larsban's character's grandfather. Almost.
That would have been so
Almost.
cool.
Yeah.
close, but no stars,
Close.
right?
But I think this is where we're heading out, people.
Yeah.
It's been a great time. Just come with us and share some love, and we will see you all next week, all right?
All right.
Okay. Bye.